over. Yes, that's the best pineapple he's done yet. Oh wow, nice. One more. Thank you, Jesus. He's here with you, man. Trust me. All right, everyone. Jonny Rocket here with another video series. We're going to teach another adult beginner how to swim. He had a near drowning experience when he was young, kept him away from the water for years. There's always a time to learn to swim. It's a life-saving skill. If you've had bad experiences, come visit me. We'll get you swimming all the way across the pool in 4 days or less. And then you can have that confidence that if you were to ever fall overboard or fall off a pier, that you would be able to save yourself until help came. We're gonna go 4 days, 2 hours each day. We're gonna film the entire experience. I'm gonna be pausing to coach you guys as well as him. And then we're gonna see him progress from beginner to somewhat of an expert in just 4 days. Here we go, let's rock it. Going to do is have you get used to the way water moves you around. So water is kind of like being in space. It's like it makes you float. But if you try to stand up out of water, then you're half in space and half out of space. So this is going to make you way more tippy. So we want to get low. So lower your shoulders into the water, bend your knees, spread your arms apart. You can hold my hands if you want. Right here. Now this might make you feel uncomfortable because the water is now over your heart. Okay, near your chin. You're good? Okay, good. So we're gonna move around a little bit, and I want you to realize, when you lift your feet off the ground, you're floating for just a half second there. Floating. It's everything in the water keeps you up so long as there's air in your lungs. With the air in your lungs, it's like you've got a life vest, so it'll keep you up. Now, as soon as you blow that air out, it's harder. Don't blow your air out. Always keep your lungs filled with air. Okay? The other thing is when you're in the water, always stay low. The higher you try to be, the harder it is. You stay low, you can work with the waves. Yeah. So I want you to get used to it now, going sideways a little bit. Go sideways. Come back the other way. Good. Yeah. Now I want you to push the water towards me. Push it towards me. So you have the ability to move water. You have the power to move water. Right? The way we're going to be moving in the water by day 4 is by taking the water that's in front of us and redirecting it backwards. So now I want you to pull yourself back to the wall. Pull yourself back to the wall. Every time you hop, pull yourself back to the wall. Yep. Hop and pull. Hop and pull. Nice. So I want him getting used to the way water moves as well as the way water moves him. Because it's not always going to be, when a lot of beginners get in the water, they'll feel as if the water's pushing them around. I want you to feel like you're the one pushing the water around. You're in control. The water can't push you very hard, especially in pools. Maybe if you were in an ocean or a rushing river, but then you should have a life vest on. You should be with some professionals. But in a pool, you don't want the waves to feel like they're pushing you around. You want to feel like you're pushing the waves around. You're in control. All right, from here, we're gonna go into some bobs by getting his chin wet, his mouth wet, nose wet, eyes wet, head wet, but we're gonna get some goggles on before we do that, okay? Now, the reason I like goggles for swimmers who are learning how to put their face in the water is because it makes it way less scary. If you can see underwater, it makes it a lot less intimidating. Without goggles, you might be afraid when you go into water because you're closing your eyes, so everything is dark and unknown. So the first thing I want you to do is just get your chin near the water. Have you ever put your face all the way underwater before? Yeah. You can? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Ready? All the way under. And come up. And come up. Good. Now, do you get any water up your nose when you do that? No. Good. So a lot of people out there do get water up your nose. And if you're someone who gets water up your nose, you'll want to start breathing in with your mouth. And then when you go under, you want to start exhaling through your nose. But if you don't get water up your nose, then you don't need to do that. It's better if you're just using your mouth. Okay, let's go under again. Good. Another way to keep water from going up your nose is to make chipmunk cheeks. when you push pressure against the roof of your mouth and out through your cheeks, it kind of blocks off part of your nasal cavity, not allowing water to go through. Good. Now I'm going to teach you how to expel the water right when you come up.
Okay.
So once you come up out of the water, I want you to spit. And I don't want you to just, I want you to blow it away as if you were a dolphin or a whale that comes up and expels it through their hole. All right? Like this, watch. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Spit it out. Yeah. I need you to get more forceful about the spit, because when we start we're learning how to breathe to the side, you're going to be going like this. You're going to be spitting. So right now I want you to get better at spitting right when you come up. Yeah, there you go. Yep, just blow it all out and then take a deep breath in. Ready? Good, and then breathe it all in. Good. Yeah, controlling your breath in the water is a big deal. So now I want you to do 3 in a row. Down, up, blow, breathe. Down, up, blow, breathe. Down. Ready? Okay, not enough spitting. When you come up, you're opening your mouth to try and take in more air, but first you got to blow the water away from your mouth. Yeah, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to oompa, like Oompa Loompa from the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. You're going to go. There we go. Good. So as you come up, you're expelling the air and then you're taking it back in. Good. Again. Good. Wait to pop out until you've already come all the way up. So like this. Yeah. Go under, come up, and then pop.
Okay.
Under, up, pop, and then breathe in. Yeah. Good. Come up. Yeah, there you go. That looks like you're in control. Now let's do 3 in a row like that. Yeah, that looks way better. Do you feel like you're more in control?
Yeah.
All right, good. So we're gonna do the next segment here, all right? The next segment for him is now to learn how to lift off his feet off the ground when he's got his face in the water. Okay, so he's gonna lift his face or his feet off the ground when he puts his face in the water like this. And then when he comes up, he's gonna put his feet back on the ground. That is just so that he gets used to feeling weightless while he's blowing out. It's a different phenomenon. That's okay.
Get it.
Yeah, let me hold you first. Now do it. Good. Do it like this. Pull your knees up in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
In front of me?
Yeah, in front of you, and put your face down in front of you too. There you go. And now stand up. Yeah, yeah. It's just like barely off the ground. Go underwater, look at my feet. Okay, very little off the ground, back on the ground. I'm trying to stay in control. Good. Yep, now put your feet on the ground. Good. Whenever you want to come back up from floating, slam your feet on the ground.
Okay.
Slam them down. Slam them down. Yeah, slam them down. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, nice. Do it on your own this time. I'll be here just in case. Stand up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good. Spread your feet about wider.
Okay.
Give yourself more control. There you go. Nice. That way, if you were to tip one way or the other, you can still catch yourself instead of being like, ah, I'm falling and I can't get up. Yeah, nice. Good. Okay, so now I'm gonna get him on his back just to see how he floats a little bit on his back, and then we're gonna move into the kick. These are all very early stages learning. So it's learning how to redevelop a relationship with the water. It's learning how to be comfortable in what you once thought was a foreign, dangerous place to be. If you know how to breathe, all of a sudden you can stay calm. So when you learn anything like running, weightlifting, yoga, one of the first things you learn is how to breathe for that specific exercise. In swimming, it's no different. A lot of people think swimming is a sport of holding your breath. It's not. You don't hold your breath. You learn when to take your breath. If you are focused more on when to take your breath rather than holding your breath, your swim experience is going to be way more enjoyable. So here's what I'm gonna have you do next. I'm gonna hold the back of your head and I'm gonna have you float on your back. You're gonna get a little bit of tickle in your ears. That's because when you float on your back, water goes in through your ears, and the way your ear cavities are inside your head, they fill up with water when you're on your back. When you're on your belly, that doesn't happen. Nothing happens to your ears. But when you're on your back, there's gonna be a little bit of water that tickles your ears. And I'm gonna let that happen, and I'm gonna help you shake it out a little bit and then get used to it by breathing through it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna hold the back of his head. If you're an instructor out there, I recommend the football hold. You hold this like this, and you treat his head like it's a football, and you hold it back like this. That forces him to get his own legs up, his own belly up. Yeah, there you go. And when you're on your back, you want your legs, you want your feet and your hands underwater. Everything else, yeah, everything else can come up like your belly and your chin. There you go. Now I'm gonna have you stand up by pulling your knees to your chest and then putting your feet on the ground. Knees to chest first. Yeah, knees to chest first and then feet on the ground. It's kind of like you're sitting up in bed. When you dismount from a backfloat, I want you to look like this. If you're sitting up in bed. So your head comes up and your knees come in. From here, you'll notice that your feet naturally find their way to the ground. But if you want to make it a 3-step process, it's head up, knees to chest, feet to ground. Head up, knees to chest, feet to ground. All right, turn around and float back this way. And then head back. I've got you, chin up. Put your chin back, good. Belly up, stretch out nice and tall. And now this time I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself floating in space, outer space. That's what water's like. Astronauts train in the water because it's a lot like space. And when you think of it like that, all of a sudden you realize you can do whatever you want. You can flip, you could spin, you could kick, you could pull, you can do whatever you want because you're in space. If ever you needed a breath, you would sit up and put your feet on the ground. Ready? Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna have him start kicking a little bit, but before I have him kicking on his back, I'm gonna make him kick over there on the stairs, just so I can test the strength of his kick, okay? Come on over here, I'm gonna have you sit down. And I'm gonna have you kick your feet out in front of you while I teach you a little bit about the kick. So the kick, yeah, keep your bottom on the stairs. Keep your bottom on the stairs. Yep.
Floating.
Yeah, you're floating, exactly, you're
I can't
floating.
even sit on.
So if you can't really sit on, get your bottom closer to that back step. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now when we kick our feet, go ahead and start kicking. Most people ask me, is it straight legs or bent knees? That's not really the important part. If your legs are too straight, like right now he's almost locking his knees, I want him to bend his knees a little bit more. Bend his knees a little bit more. If you're someone who is running in the water, well then I might tell you to stretch your legs out. But the goal of kicking in the water is to roll the water off the toes this way, to push water that way. And the only way we're gonna find out if he can push water that way is by putting a kickboard in front of him and having him kick the water to push the kickboard away. Kick, 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 kick. Kick, 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 kick. Yeah, yeah, good. Now stop. And watch me do it. So, when you're kicking, especially on your back with your toes up, you wanna keep it all underwater. When you're on your belly, it's okay to splash. It's good to splash. When you're on your back, you wanna keep it all underwater. Okay, now watch. It's like you're boiling the water. It's a really small kick, and it's all in the toes. It's all in the toes. I'm just fluttering my toes. I'm using my knees, my quads, and everything to just flutter the toes as easily and as fast and rapidly as I can. Okay? Keep it going, keep it going. Good. I see a boil. Yes, good. 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 And stop. That's not easy to do. No. Take a break. We're gonna do it one more time. 3, 2, 1, kick. Good. Good. And stop. Good. So we've got his kick going. The next step will be to add his kick to his back float so that he can start feeling like he's moving around a little bit on his own right away within 30 minutes of our first day. Your kick in swimming is like the engine on the back of a boat. Now our bodies are unique. The human body has paddles, our arms, and an engine, our kick. Depending on what stage of your learning you're in, sometimes the kick is more important and other times the pull is more important. But for right now, we're gonna have him just kicking because we're still using his arms to stabilize him in water for floating. So I'm gonna get his kick going. So at the very beginning stages of learning, usually I would start with the kick, not the pull. All right, so now I'm gonna have you on your back. I'm gonna hold you and you're just gonna be kicking like that. Just little bitty kicks. I'm gonna hold you up, but you're gonna be doing little bitty kicks. Chin up, yeah. And start kicking, good. Little flutters, I'll keep you up. Stretch your belly out like you're arching your back. Arch your back a little bit. Yeah. Pull your legs down and pull your belly up. All right, now dismount. Sit up first, knees in, and feet to the ground. Good, that one I helped way less. I helped way less on that one every time. Belly up. Arch your back. That's all right, arch your back. Arch your back. Don't sit down in the water, lay back in bed. Lay back in bed. And stand up. My bad, I didn't say it loud enough. Stand up, good. Good. So when you are when you're trying to stretch your belly out, you have two options: arch your back, or pretend like you're fat Santa Claus and just like make a fat belly. That usually brings it up too. Your bottom sinks, and that's because when you get in water as a beginner, your core is tight because you're still a little bit out of control. You feel like you need to maintain control. I need you to loosen up, relax, let me control you, and then I'll teach you how to regain the control through kicking and paddling, not through your core necessarily. So the best way to float on your back is to arch your back or push your belly up like you're fat Santa Claus, okay? I'm gonna have him go on his back again. You're bold, Put your feet on the ground, you're bold. I like it, that means you're gonna learn fast. You're trying new things on your own already. Okay, so chin up. And now arch your back or push your belly up like you're fat. Yeah, one of those will work eventually. Keep doing it. Yeah, here we go. Arch your lower back again. Let your knees bend more too, that might help. Okay, now stand up, sit up, knees in, feet on the ground. Hey, I didn't really help with that one at all. I initiated his push up, but then he stood up on his own. Well done. And let him catch his breath, and then we're going to go back again. Around. Yeah, you're doing good. Chin up. Now belly up. Arch your back. Push it up. Make it fat. Okay, you're gonna stand up. Nice. So I'm letting you do that a little bit more and more so that you start to anticipate it the next time you stand up. Now I'm gonna get him kicking on his belly a little bit. So he got used to what it feels like to be on his back. Oftentimes, beginners do not like being on their back. So I don't spend a lot of time in this moment. I teach it and we move on, and then each day we'll come back to it and he'll get more and more comfortable each day. If you try to force a swimmer to do everything on his back on his first day, he will quit swimming because you're just looking up at nothing and it's like scary, and the unknown is what makes us all afraid a little bit. So we're gonna move on now to kicking on his belly. I'm gonna get a kickboard out for this and I'm gonna be pulling him a little bit. We're gonna get close to the deep end, but we're not gonna go in the deep end today. I never force anyone who's never been in the deep end to go in the deep end on their first day, maybe sometimes not even their first 2 days, just so that we've established a level of trust. Yes, I know I could get you to do it in the first day, but I won't do it just because there needs to be a level of trust between us. If you find this helpful, remember, schedule your own trip with me. You can text the number on the screen right here, or you can email us at the email address right here. And when you schedule your trip with us, we usually schedule it for 4 days, Monday through Thursday or Thursday through Sunday, 2 hours each day. We'll get you swimming. Let me show back. So now we're gonna work on kicking on your belly.
Okay.
We're gonna have your hands at the top of this board, and this is called a kickboard. This will allow you to, this will allow you to hold on to something that forces you to kick only. Some people find this restrictive. I want you to find it freeing. This kickboard can allow you to go wherever you want because you can hold on to it and kick. Not today, but eventually that's the case, okay? So to pull you forwards. Now, when we're on the kickboard, you always want to keep your arms fully stretched. Keep your chin up and breathe. Good, breathe with your mouth. Yeah.
They're attacking the ground.
Are they?
I thought that I'm kind of silly.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have you start kicking. We might need to move over to that side because that's a little deeper water. Okay, kick up to the surface. Yeah, bring your heels up to the surface. I got you. Good, and bring your knees to your chest and stand up. Good, good. So when you're learning how to kick, sometimes you need a little extra momentum. We're gonna put the fins on early today because I'm gonna teach him how to use his kick.
My
to
feet
feel
don't
more
come
free.
on the surface. It's under the water.
Yeah, in order to bring them up to the surface, kick your heels up to your bottom, like this. Right now, you're just kicking down.
Yeah.
I want you to kick down and up.
Okay.
Down and up. Okay? It's a 2-directional kick. Kick down and up. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're flying. And stand up. And stand up. Good. That you're not falling all the way over is because I'm pulling you forward. If you can, think about pushing forwards. Keep everything going in a forward straight line and it'll go side to side less. If you're thinking about the balance, it's gonna ruin it. If you're thinking about forwards momentum, you'll stay in a much more balanced line. Arms stretched. Forwards, forwards, forwards. Yeah, I felt it. I felt you give up. Nice. Give in more like. And stand up. Okay, now I want you to notice how tired you are. Kicking, your leg muscles are so big that it wears you out really fast. Makes you tired super quickly. So we always start with a little bit of kicking and then we move on because it gets you warmed up and then you feel good to go. But today we're gonna keep kicking. Fins are a great training resource because they're like training wheels. It helps you learn things faster. For anyone out there who thinks that it's possible to overuse fins, I would say that that's hard to get to. It's hard to get to that point. It's very difficult to become fin dependent. It's more so if you use them in the right way, you'll never have fin dependency. For instance, I'll put them on, we'll take them off, we'll put them on, we'll take them off, and I'll usually only use them to teach new things or to help a swimmer feel extra fast before they get out of the water at the end of the day. So now that he's got fins on, he's gonna feel a lot more competent and confident that he can learn new things. Hands at the top of the board, arms stay, yeah, you hold it at the top, hold it, yep. And then the arms always stay straight. If you bend your elbows, you're gonna tip off. If you keep them straight, you're gonna stay balanced. Yeah. Way more fun, huh? Now, standing up in fins is tricky. Bring your knees all the way to your chest. And mind, that wasn't tricky at all. You figured that out pretty quickly. Fast feet. Okay, you don't need to make a lot of movement with fins. Let them just kind of rest back there and barely kick it all. Yeah, a little bit of up and down movement, barely anything at all. Good, does that feel way better? Yeah, you like that? All right, good. So I want to see if you can do a little bit on your own. So back up to the wall, and then you're gonna kick to the flags right here. To me. 3, 2, 1. Good, all right. I wanted you to test that because I wanted to see if how reliant you are on your arms. I was holding your board the whole time and I thought to myself, I'm not sure if he actually needs this or not, but it does look like you do. When you're walking in fins, walk backwards. Okay. Makes it way easier. Okay, so this time, pull the board up. Don't push it down. Pull it up. I'll let your face go in the water a little bit. Hold your breath. Good, good. Try to only use your kick. Go ahead. Only the kick, only the kick. Good, pull the board up. Good. Your face might go underwater and that's okay. And stand up, good. All right, so now I'm gonna have you put your face or your forehead down on the board. So the next step is to put your forehead down between your arms and let it rest right there on the edge of the kickboard. Okay, and you're only gonna do that for about 2 seconds, and then you're gonna hear me say, breathe, breathe. That means it's time to breathe, because in swimming, we always wanna take our breath before we need it. We don't wanna wait till we've held our breath for too long, and now we're desperate for air. We always wanna take the breath before we need it. Anticipate the breath. As soon as you're done taking one breath, start thinking about when the next one is coming. Take it early, okay? 3, 2, 1. Fast feet. Good. Breathe. And back under. Good. Stand up. Good. A little bit more independence now. You're starting to figure out how to move at least a couple of yards.
Out, stand up.
Yeah, how to stand up in fins is super hard. How to stand up. We made a video about how to stand up in the water because of that. Don't worry, you're not the only one. It's everyone. Every single person has that problem.
As you get yourself good up.
Yeah, it is. Now, the second thing I want to try I want to do the same thing without the kickboard. So your arms are going to be out in front like there is a kickboard, but there is not. And you're just going to kick a few yards, and then I'm going to help you stand up. Stand up. Good. Okay, gather yourself. Go again. Stand up. Good. Pretty easy, isn't it? Good. And I'm going to drop my hands on this one, okay? Here we go. Good, stand up. Good. You're really good at becoming airtight, so it's okay to put your face in the water. Since you're airtight, go ahead and put your face in the water. You're holding your breath anyways. If you're holding your breath and your head is above water, now you're just sinking yourself. If you're holding your breath, you might as well put your face in the water so that your head doesn't sink you. Okay, and then I'll help you come up. Good, stand up. Yeah, see, that was so much better, wasn't it? Once you put your face in the water, everything got lighter. It was easier. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man, you're getting really good at that. As an instructor, I can tell how he's getting better because he's putting pressure on my hands. You're watching us, right? The less pressure he puts on my hands, the better of a job he's doing. because he's able to kind of hold his arms up on his own. But for a lot of beginners, they want to pull down on the water so badly because that's their instinct in order to get their head up. And their head is what they're trying to keep alive and dry because that's where they know they're gonna breathe. So if you can push your hands forward and maybe even pull them up a little bit towards the surface, that'll help get rid of that urge to push them down. So if you just let them go out in front of you and don't think about them, well, then they're gonna push down. You're gonna use your instincts. But if you put them out there and you give them a job to do, like stretch forward and pull up, all of a sudden, they won't be as inclined to pull down naturally. Yes, just like that. That was awesome. Felt that? Fun, wasn't it? So now push in and keep them up on your own. Yeah, good. You're gaining control. Still got you. Good. Now, I bet you're worried about how low you started swimming there. Don't ever worry about how low you might start swimming. If you're starting to go low, kick faster and pull your hands up to the surface and you'll watch your body rise right back up all on its own. Because when your hands are in front of you or whatever is the farthest body part in front of you, that's what you're using for directional purposes. So if my hands are in front of me, that's my wheel. If I push my hands down, I'll go down. If I turn my hands to the side, I'll go to the side. Other side, same thing. If I pull them up, my body will start to rise up until it can't rise any longer. Now it's gonna start to sink again. So what I want him to do now, what I want you to do now, when you push those hands out in front of you, if you start to sink, pull the hands up and kick really fast. Resurface all on your own, okay? You can do it right here. 3, 2, 1, go. Sink, pull up. Good, wow. So your shoulders are so strong that your hands came all the way out of the water. That's plenty. You don't want your hands to come all the way out of the water just because that starts to sink you. I didn't think you were gonna get them up that high. That was impressive. So keep them right there at the surface. Don't bring them up. Yeah, don't bring them over the water, I mean. All right, turn around, let's go again. Good. Starting to feel pretty smooth, right? Yeah. Soon I'll teach you how to take a breath in the middle of it all too. But for now, keep holding your breath. You're doing really well. You're learning how to move on your own in the water. Ready? Go. Okay. He was telling me I'm not done yet. He was pushing me back. He's saying I'm not done. That's good.
Really?
Yeah, it felt like that. It was like I was trying to pick him up, but he kept going, and I said, okay, you keep going. Don't ever stop him if they're determined to keep going. So right now, I want to take a second and reiterate why we're having him start in this arms in front position. That's because the human body has 4 quadrants when you swim. Quadrant number 1 is from your fingertips to your head. Quadrant number 2 is from your head through your upper back. Quadrant number 3 is from your upper back through your hips or your glutes. And quadrant number 4 are your legs. So when you use all 4 quadrants the correct way, your body will feel incredibly balanced in the water. If you don't, you're gonna sink your legs. Here's how I know. When I keep my arms behind me in quadrants 2 and 3, my legs will sink real fast if I don't move at all in the water. Watch. My legs sunk. Now, if I have my arms in front of me, my legs will not sink. And that's because I'm properly balanced when my arms are in front. That's why I'm having him put his arms out in front. I don't want him using his arms yet, because if he does, it's all gonna be instincts and he's not gonna have any control. Right now, I'm giving him control by giving him balance in the water. 3, 2, 1. Good, now to stand up, you can start to stand up on your own with the fins, you just push down on the water and pull up with your knees at the same time. Okay, because you need to rotate your body from forwards to straight up. So you push down and knee jerk up at the same time. Okay, all right, try it again this way. And resurface. Good. You almost had it though. You brought your head forwards. I want you to push down first. You don't have to lift your head up. Push your feet, push down on the water, bring your knees up to your chest. Even if your face is still in the water, that's okay, watch. But once your feet on the ground, well then you can stand up. Don't try to lift your head up too soon. If you try to lift your head up too soon, you'll get caught in this limbo and you won't be able to actually stand up. Keep your head in the water until your feet are on the ground. Better, almost. You still lifted your head up right away. Keep it in the water until your feet are on the ground. All right, you got this. That head of yours, you want to lift it up so bad. Don't lift it up. I'm going to actually give you the commands. I'm going to give you the cues. I'll say, hey, okay, keep your head in the water, hands up, knees up, arms down. Okay, I'll give you the cues. That should help. We're almost ready for a break, and then I'll give you a little break. Okay, keep your head down, knees up. That was better. Good. Yeah, the cue sometimes helps. I know. Swimming's hard, isn't it?
It's fun.
It's so much fun. It's like a whole body experience. It's everything. It's lungs, arms, legs, core. You get water up your nose, it becomes part of the brain. All right, now we're gonna take a little break. So far, we've got him used to how the water moves. We've got him putting his face underwater and coming up and blowing out air forcefully so that he can control his breath when we come to the side breathing exercises here in the next couple days. We've also got him floating on his back and kicking a little bit on his back, as well as floating on his belly and kicking a little bit on his belly. In the second half of today, we're gonna get him kicking a little bit more, but with breathing on a rhythm so that he starts to anticipate how frequently he needs to breathe. It'll also allow him to re-establish his balance. But a small break in the middle also helps the swimmer to decompress what they've learned so far and allows them to recall it as a memory later, which expedites the learning process. Alrighty, everyone, we're gonna resume now for the second half of the first day. As a reminder, Nick is from Atlanta, Georgia. He's not from Austin, where we are right now. Even though I do my lessons here in Austin, I have people that come in from out of town all year long to take swim lessons with me for 4 short days, 2 hours each day. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, and you'll come down here, we'll get you swimming all on your own across the pool. And then when you go home, we keep following up with you with workouts and FaceTime calls to make sure that you're still progressing towards your goals. We also have online lessons available, which are done through FaceTime, where you send us a recording of your swimming from wherever you are in the world, and then I analyze it with you on a phone call, and we can talk about workouts that you do next and what to film next in order to keep progressing. All right, but let's jump back into part 2 of day 1. We're gonna be getting him to start breathing rhythmically now. So I want him to anticipate when to breathe while he's kicking. So one of the things I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hold his arms the whole time while he's kicking. I'm gonna have him blow his bubbles out in the water, breathe in above the water. Blow bubbles, breathe in. Blow bubbles, breathe in. I'm just gonna hold him the whole way, okay? So I'm gonna hold your arms the whole time. Take a deep breath, blow your bubbles out, blow bubbles out. Now breathe, come up and breathe. Do it again. Breathe. Yeah, just keep doing it. Blow out, breathe in. Blow out, breathe in. Perfect. Blow out, breathe in. No, you thought that was wrong, but you finally got it. That whole letting it out as you come up, that's what I've been going for. Breathe. Yes! Blow it out and breathe. Yes! Blow it out and breathe. Wow, he learned this the fastest. Wow, you learned that so quickly. Breathe, and then just keep going through the breaths. Breathe. You got to do it on your own. You got to breathe on your own. Come up now. Yeah, do it frequently. And stand up. How close we got to the deep end. Look how high the water is on your shoulders. Yeah, dangerous, but you're gonna be good enough to be able to do it soon.
Dangerous.
Yep. All right, arms out in front. I want you to do your own breaths. I don't want to tell you when to breathe.
Okay.
So go under, blow out, come right back up and breathe in.
Okay.
I don't want you holding your breath for long at all. Okay. Because in swimming, if you start to hold your breath, your muscles tighten up and then you panic and then you stop.
Okay.
But if you're constantly breathing, you could keep going all day, you know, if your life depended on it. Oh, he's doing it on his own now. Pop it out. And stand. Good job. Good job. Normally I would go towards the kickboard next and do this again, but he had so much success holding on to me. I'm gonna try and actually avoid the kickboard probably for most of the rest of the day, because I wanna see him start to learn things with the confidence that he has when he's holding on to me. And that's okay. If we find something that works better than another thing, stick to that. Make it work. Man, yeah, so this looks good. Now, when you're underwater, blow a little bit of air out, and when you come out, blow the rest out. So when you go under, blow half your air out. When you come up, blow the rest out, and then breathe in. Okay, so blow a few bubbles out, blow the rest out, and then breathe in. Leave some in. Yep, leave some in. Come up, blow the rest out. Keep some. Yeah, that was better. Keep some air in. It all wants to come out, I know. Try only blowing out as you come back up. So watch it. Yeah, and then breathe back in. Good. I want to see you get the breath back in too. Come up, blow out, and then breathe it back in. Good. Now, real quick, stay up here. Keep kicking. Listen to me. Don't stop. Just keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up and listen. Breathe. I want you to blow all your air out and breathe in before you put your face back in the water. You don't have to do it quickly. Right now, you're breathing in a little bit, but water's coming over your mouth and you're going back in already. It's too soon. If the water's not off your face, then don't go back in. You can take 6, 7, 8 seconds up here if you want. That's fine. It's just that when you go back in, keep that brief because you want to come back up for more air. The air is more important than the head down. Take 2 breaths up here. Take 2. There we go. Something's got to change. 2 breaths. Yes, I saw it spit that time. I saw spit that time too. Good. I might try and take it for a little bit. Oh no, I told the camera I wouldn't do that on day 1. Yes. You know what else has changed is your arms are super light. You're not putting pressure on me anymore, which means you're in control. Yes, if you're not putting pressure on my arms, you're in control. So on a couple of these, I might bounce my arms off yours while your head's in the water, and I'll bring it back to let you breathe, okay? Yeah, you're progressing really fast. Breathe twice, breathe twice. Breathe 3 times if you have to. Yeah, stand up. Dude, yes! That felt awesome, yeah? Okay, good. I want you to feel like you're actually doing it yourself all of a sudden. He's willing to make he's willing to take the chance or the risk in order to learn the new things because I'm here giving him that confidence. Take 2 or 3 breaths, 2 or 3. Good. I'm not holding him at all. I'm not holding him at all when he's got his face in the water, only when he breathes. This is huge improvement. Dan, stand up. Huge improvement. And go back on his back so that he gets to now practice both belly and back, one after another. You'll notice that he'll pick it up really quickly because his brain is decompressing one technique and reviewing another, and then decompressing the other technique and reviewing the first one. Stand up, knees to your chest, knees to your chest. Yeah. There you go. Well, we also kind of got crunched into the wall at my fault. So by switching from belly to back over and over and over again, one of those postures and techniques will be taking a break, decompressing, while the other one's working. And then we switch. And then we switch back and we keep switching. Pretty soon he's gonna be like, he's gonna keep recalling these techniques and these postures by memory, and he'll feel like he can go either way at any point and be fine. I didn't hear a breath. Blow it out and breathe. Yeah, I wasn't hearing a breath on the first come up. I hear a breath in or out. Force it. Force the breath. The air wants to come out, the air wants to go in. He's gotten really good on his back. Watch this, folks. Doesn't take long. He's already got it figured out on his back. I'm gonna recorrect his head position every once in a while, but he's got this. Stand up, knees to chest, knees to chest. Let you sit up in bed, sit up in bed. Knees to chest, stand up. Good. He's getting better on his back faster than he is on his belly. That's interesting. Sometimes that happens, other times not. Most people come into the swimming and they think that they'll never be good on their back. But oftentimes I find that I can get them better on their back before I get them better on their belly. It's because you have air. When you have air, everything feels like you're in more control. When you're upside down and backwards like this, it might feel a little disorienting, and the water that tickles your ears might be uncomfortable, but you're going to be learning to kick faster, you'll be learning how to stay up easier, and it's a survival skill, so you'll be learning how to save your own life. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Good. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Good. Come up, blow out. You didn't breathe in. Blow it out, breathe it in. Good, and stand up. Yeah. If ever you go back into the water without breathing in, don't
come out.
Yeah, no, don't stay in. Okay. Come out right away and fix that. Fix that. Your breath is more important than whatever technique you think you have to maintain. Back, belly up, pelvis up. Paddle the hands. Good. Now I'm gonna coach you through the dismount right now. When we get there, let your hands dip down and then pull them up as you lift your head up and pull your hips down. Okay, hands down and pull them up. Don't pause your kick. Don't pause it.
Okay.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay? The engine never stops. He's almost ready to roll. He's almost ready to roll with belly back. Feel it. front of you. Breathe in front of you. Right now, you don't have an arm down. Yeah. Good. Yeah, getting used to that breathing. The reason I said breathe in front of you is because right now you have 2 arms up.
I don't want to spit on you. I think that's how I'm doing.
Oh, man.
I got your face there.
Spit all over me. I don't care. Listen, I teach kids who will like throw up on my face. Like, it is totally fine, bro. It's totally fine. I'm super vaccinated. All right, arms in front. Oh, we're going on our belly here. Good. Spit it. He didn't want to spit on me. What a sweet guy. Let's stand up. Good. Remember to breathe here. You're on your back. That's the advantage. You get to breathe. Don't have to hold the breath. Okay. And arms down. Pull them up. Hey, that kind of worked. I felt you spring off my hand with your head a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. That is how he's doing. That's good. Now I can teach it to the next person that way. He's so fast. All right, dismount. Good, good. Every time I have to give you less help, I love it. I love it.
Kick looks great too.
The
kick
looks
looks so
phenomenal.
good.
So the next step is to go from belly to the back to breathe. Because if you can breathe on your back, then you can keep moving. And then when you're done breathing on your back, you can keep moving on your belly until you're ready to breathe again. So by learning how to roll between belly and back, you'll be able to keep moving for length, 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. You'll be able to keep going.
If I go like that, you can pick me up.
Oh, easily, easily. Now here's how you do it. You're gonna pull 1 arm down to roll. Yeah, when you're ready to roll to your back, 1 arm's gonna go down and it's gonna pull you back. Now you don't have to put it behind your body. Pull back, it's gonna rotate your body onto your back. Like this. See how it just opens me up? Yeah,
Up, out.
yeah, you're kind of just pulling backwards so that you can open up your window and breathe on your back. If you try to roll to your back with both arms in front, it doesn't really work. You have to pull down to roll. I'll help you with it, don't worry. I'm probably gonna keep your head up. Don't put your face in the water. We're gonna start on our belly, start on your belly. Turn around, start on your belly. Yep, I got you. You tripped on the fins. So, which arm do you think you're gonna pull down with? Okay, here we go. Keep your head up. Keep it up. No, keep your head up. Yeah, keep your head up. Good. Now, which arm do you want to pull down with? This one. Okay. So pull down with that arm. Gonna roll you to your back. Now lay your chin back and kick. Good. For a first time, that's pretty good. And sit up. Good job. For a first time, that's pretty good. So you pull and roll. Pull and roll. Good. All right, you can do it again. You can keep your head up if you want. Pull and roll. Good. 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 Dismount. Those arms. Dismount. Yeah, I'm not going to give you the final push anymore. I'm going to make you do it. Yep. So, that pull and roll. And then you just lay your head back. Isn't that fun? Makes it easy. 2, 1. Pull and roll. Lay your head back. Belly up. Now dismount. Yeah, good. Nice.
Drove 100,000 miles.
Oh, baby, you drove here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love it. All right. 100,000 miles. Wow, nice. That's better than I anticipated, dude. Dismount. Oh! That's right. did that roll super easily, super smooth. It was really smooth. The other ones, you were like this. That one, you were like real smooth. More like a fish, as you would say. Yeah. Can you stand up? No, you're good. Okay, dismount. I wasn't sure if you were trying to stand up or not.
Yeah, I went Oxford.
Okay.
I missed the turn.
You did, yeah, you missed the turn a little bit. So you got to pull down. You tried to go from here to here. You tried to elbow the
I
air.
have to come out.
You have to pull water. Yep, you have to pull water. That one still was too high. It was still too high.
Turn.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, it went out of the water. Pull down, because what you're doing is you're pulling yourself into a roll. You're not pulling up, pulling yourself kind of down into a roll. Because if you were to pull yourself up, then when you get to back, you're gonna land on the water. It doesn't look like I pulled myself down. To me, it felt like I pulled myself down. Arm just keeps wanting to come out of the water. When you do the pull, are you pulling yourself down? Remember to pull yourself down and forwards. Pull yourself down and forwards.
the other
Other
arm,
hand.
When I pull, I don't know what to do with this.
Ah!
Come on.
My bad. Yeah. So you're gonna pull there, and then you're gonna pull down there too. So this one pulls down to this side. It rolls your body, and then this one pulls down too. Watch me. Pulling yourself into the roll. Better, but stick your chin back. You had the roll. The only reason you're not finishing is because your chin's down. All you gotta do to finish this is put your chin out. Get kicking more before you start the roll. You need more momentum. Watch, if I try to roll in place, water can go over my face very easily. But when I'm moving, like a boat, when it goes fast, it rises up. Same thing happens if you start kicking faster. You'll rise up. It'll be a lot easier. So maybe you need to start kicking before you roll. Don't roll right away. Get your momentum going first. Yeah! Chin back! Yeah! That was much better. Chin up. Yeah! Dismount. Oh, he said, let go, I'm doing this on my own. Whoa! He even did do it on his own. Nice. Dismount. I tried to help you. You said, no, I got this. Chin up. Yes. Breathe. Good. Okay, next step is for you to kick longer before rolling, like you kind of did just there, actually. And then when you get to your back, get going fast. So now we're not gonna dismount until you've done both really well. Dismount. Hey, that was his first all-light, no-touch dismount. Perfect. Good one. What happened?
Far away.
Huh?
Too far away.
Oh, I was too far away. Okay, gotcha. Good. Keep it up. Breathe. Kick. I'm not gonna let you stop. Control it. And dismount. Good. So you just now, through that experience, you just learned you can fix whatever mistake you just made if you keep going. Just keep going. Don't stop. The resets are okay. The resets are what I encourage you to do when you're first learning it. But if you've been following along now, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. He's now at the point where I need him to push through any mistake he makes and try to recover while continuing the swim. Breathe. Breathe. Good job. Yeah, good dismount. Now you're at 11. One more.
Thank you, Jesus.
He's here with you, man. Trust me. Dismount. Yeah! I am definitely, especially after that one, definitely confident in going into tomorrow. You're gonna be able to do a lot more now. Now we gotta finish the day by backtracking where we started. So let me just roll you back on your back. We'll do a little bit of kicking and then we'll be done. A little bit of bobs. Good, you can relax, I'll get you. Good. Reason I like going back and finishing with whatever we started with that day is so that he now has gotten to the hardest part of the day and he's gonna go back through to what we learned earlier and it's gonna all come together easier for him because he's now tried something much harder than what he started with. So as we come back down from our mountaintop, he's gonna find that things are much easier, like the kicks or the backfloats or the kickboard or anything like that. Everything's gonna get simpler. Even the breathing exercises will get much easier. All right, so now kick your legs until the kickboard goes away. Kick it away. Good. You're gonna feel like you have holes in your toes now that you don't have fins on. You got holes in your toes. Good. Stand up. We're gonna go through a couple of breathing bobs. Go. Good. And one more time. Good. Done for the day, man. Good job. That's it. Well done.
Thank you. What a day.
What a day. You did it. You made it through 2 hours.
Water.
You were not only in the water, you were swimming on your own. Man, you're swimming on your own in day one. So today, we were able to get him redeveloping his relationship with the water by moving around, staying low, making it feel like it's outer space to him. We got him used to breathing in the water. Remember I said that breathing is so important no matter what sport or exercise you're doing. So learning how to breathe in water is very important. Then we got him floating on his back, kicking with the kickboard on his belly. Then we got him superhero kicking on his belly with his arms in front, taking a breath. We got him paddling and kicking on his back and breathing. Then we finished the day with helping him roll from belly all the way to his back. We call those the pineapples, and that is where we're gonna pick up tomorrow because we're gonna start teaching him how to breathe to the side over the next few days so that he can do a lap of freestyle or backstroke or breaststroke before this week is up. Now grab a pair of goggles and get ready to rock it. Alrighty, Jonny Rocket here with day number 2 of 4 with Nick. Yesterday we got him used to the water and how it moves you a little bit, makes you feel like you're a little unstable. The lower you are in the water, the easier and better you'll feel, more control. It's like being in space. We got him kicking a little bit on his back. We also got him kicking on his belly. Then we got him rolling from belly to back. And that's where we're gonna pick up today. Now we're always gonna start the second day or the next day reviewing everything we learned the day before, typically too without fins. That way I can teach him what to expect when he doesn't have the fins on and tries the same exercise. Today, we're gonna get him moving on his belly and on his back a little bit more by adding in some arm pulls. We're also gonna teach him how to get his breath, one breath at a time. Yesterday, he was already kind of doing that already on his own, but today we're gonna make it on purpose, and he's gonna learn how to anticipate when to breathe, when to blow out, and all the other things that make him feel more comfortable in the water. All right, let's rock it. You're staying near the bottom so that you don't panic, but bounce them off the bottom so that you're weightless in the water for just a moment. You might have to hold them off the ground by pulling your knees up into your stomach a little bit. But yeah, that bounce, that weightless feeling, we want to get comfortable doing. So breathe through it. Now we're going to start lowering in. Just a little bit. Just to get used to breathing out, down, up. Breathing out, down, breathing in, up. And when you breathe in, try to breathe in with your mouth and not your nose, just because when you're in water, when you start breathing through your nose, if you ever forget while you're swimming and you breathe in through your nose, you're gonna take in water and it's gonna be very uncomfortable for you. Plus, your mouth is a larger cavity than your nose is, so you'll get more air faster if you breathe through your mouth. Good, now let's go even lower. Good. Come up, clear it out, get it in again, and go back under. Good. Good. So what you just helped Nick do was get better at just using his mouth to blow out and breathe in. Now he realizes it's all about the mouth. The only time you'll ever really use your nose is if water goes up it and you need to blow out. Otherwise, you're pushing out with your mouth and breathing in with your mouth. And that's actually a common question we get on the channel a lot is, do I breathe with my nose or with my mouth? Is it in through the mouth, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth? Most exercises and most yoga is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Most exercises are typically in with the mouth, out with the mouth, or in with the mouth, out with the nose. Swimming is in with the mouth, out with the mouth. Okay? You might use your nose if water goes up your nose, because you're gonna take a deep breath with your mouth and then clear it out of your nose. Other than that, it's all with the mouth. Next step is to do traveling bobs. We didn't do this much yesterday, but I'm gonna have him hop forward and pull a little bit with his arms every time he goes up. So as he goes down, he'll blow out, or he'll hold his breath. So as he goes down, he'll hold his breath. When he comes up, he'll blow out and breathe in. What we're doing here is we're limiting the amount of time that he has to blow out and breathe in when he comes up. So he's gonna start to anticipate how quickly that operation needs to happen in order to make it in one breath at a time. The other thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna get used to traveling and moving in the water without realizing it because he's focusing on his breath. So it's up, down. Make sure you're getting the breath, spit it out, yep. If ever you get caught up in the cycle and you're not actually getting the clean breath, then reset. There we go, there we go. Now he's starting to anticipate it. Good, stop, good. We're gonna turn around and do it back, good. Good job, good job. Good fix, you saw that fix. He made an adjustment all on his own. That means he's in control. He didn't just rush under to go for the next bob when he wasn't ready. He made the correction for himself, got all the air out, then went under. He's in control now. Very good. Make your way all the way back to the steps. Nice job. You're in complete control of your breath now. That's what I like to see. You feel better about it?
Yeah.
Good. Let's get you on your back, and then we'll go back into that stuff later, okay? All right, so we're gonna review the float on his back. I don't need him to move yet. You can just remain completely still. Pull your... What's that?
I didn't even hear you.
Okay, yeah, you're good, you're good. Now, lift your belly up to the surface. Push your pelvis up. Relax and breathe. Yeah. You don't need to work very hard. You don't need to work very hard. Relax. Paddle very lightly. I've got you. All right, stand up by bringing your knees to your chest. Good job. Oh, wow, that was easy for you. Probably without fins, too, it's easier to stand up. So when you're on your back, I don't want you to work very hard. I want you to relax. If you're gonna paddle very lightly. If you're gonna kick very lightly. I'm gonna be pulling you, but I want you to be focusing on your breath, just to relax and bring your heart rate down so that you enjoy the comfortability of being on your back and not feel like it's always work. Good, push your belly up, push your pelvis up. Yeah, good. Very easy, breathe. Yeah, I feel like you're falling asleep maybe. Take a nap in the water, I got you. Relax. Good. Time to stand up. Forward. There you go. Yeah. Yesterday, this was all very easy and you were going very fast because we had fins on. Today, I want you to learn how to relax and do it. You don't have to go fast. Chin up, pulling your chin down. There we go. You notice your legs are probably on the bottom of the pool by now. That's okay. Stand up. You're good. I got you. That really worked. You pulled yourself so far forward, you went all the way in. All right? Cough it out, sneeze it out, whatever you need to do. Okay. Yeah. That one you pulled so far forward, you put your face right back in the ground or in the water. Face back. Nice. You feeling more relaxed on your back?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Now that you've just taken in all that water. Good. I want you to feel more relaxed on your back. I want you to start to go, okay, this is nice and easy. Because when we put fins back on you now, you'll be able to go fast or easy. Chin up, belly up. Good. Breathe deep, not shallow. Breathe deep to lower your heart rate. And stand up. Use your arms. Pull your body forward. Yeah.
I tried to grab my knees.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you grab your knees. That's why I said use your arms.
When I bring my knees, I start grabbing.
Bring your knees in and then pull myself forward.
To grab it, you have to go the other way.
Correct. You don't want to grab it. You have to go the other way. Sometimes instincts will really mess you up in the water. Really
That's what I was doing in the bed. I was doing it to ride. I was watching your video and doing it in the bed. Getting that.
You were doing it in bed?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I stand in the water.
Yeah.
Stand up, do my knees. Get up.
Stand up in the water. You must have found my video.
Yeah.
Good.
And in the bed, there's no natural instinct to save it.
Yeah.
To save yourself.
To save yourself.
You're doing that nicely. Here, you're afraid of.
That you're gonna fall in water and
So
drown.
you do all the.
So you do all the extra stuff. Once he's right. In bed, it's easy. He said it was easy for him because he's not afraid of drowning, right?
That's right.
Everything's safe. So he practiced it in bed, and that's good. Now when he gets in water, he's saying that it's hard for me to remember how to do it because I'm in water and everything. And that's what I'm trying to help everyone out there understand. When you're in water, instincts, they just take over.
Yep.
And your instincts are more often than not wrong in the water. Because water is a completely different beast. Water lies to us. It bends light. It muffles sound. You can't really, you taste funny things. You smell funny things. It's not very comfortable. It's not natural. So if you are in the water and you're trying to sit up and you've been practicing this in bed, one of the things you need to remember is you put your arms out to the side like this, it'll always give you more control. If you're trying to stand up like this, you won't feel like you have very much control. So the next thing I want you to do is when you dismount on the next one, put your arms out to the side a little bit like that first. Then bring it all in to dismount. Belly up. For now, you're just relaxing. Okay, put your arms out to the side. And stand up. It was better. It was better. He still reached for his knees a little bit, but he got up way easier. Way easier. That's the first time one of the subscribers has offered his opinion. I like that. All right, arms out to the side. Stand up, knees in. Yeah! It was a little bit tippy, but you got it. You got it. You went in like this. See if you can go a little bit deeper with the hands, like down by your side.
Lifting the water up.
And lift the water up. Okay? All right, that was 6 times. I'm gonna let him try it 2 more times. We're gonna do it 2 more times for a total of 8. You'll notice we do a lot of review. That's because in order to learn things, you have to review them. You cannot just move on. Back. Good, breathe. Belly up, push that belly up and breathe. Good. Okay, arms out to the side. Now bring them underneath you and stand up. Yeah! He popped right up. Right on, man. Good job. Belly up. Good. That was easy. Breathe. Arms out to the side. Stand up. Oh, do it again. Do the arms again. Yeah, the arm. You can keep doing the arms. You can keep doing the arms to bring you up. Ah, it's more like this. More like this.
Ah.
Yeah. Here, go back on your back and try again. Do it. And keep doing it. Keep doing it until you're all the way up. Until you're all the way up. No, I don't mean try it again. I meant like if you're halfway up, and do the arms again right here to finish it off. Yeah. Right now, you're coming forward and then trying to stand up right away. It's too soon. You're not underneath yourself yet. Your hips aren't underneath you yet. So bring yourself forward and allow yourself to keep coming forward. Keep coming forward. Now stand up. I want you to give yourself more time for your hips to get underneath you. That makes sense? So instead of pulling in and standing up right away, pull in and keep pulling in and stand up a little later. Forward and bring these hips back fast. You think that was help? Do you think that helped? Okay, good. Turn around. Let's do it again. Bring the hips back fast. Yeah? Now
I'm not doing that. Forget my. I forgot.
Go forward. Okay, turn around. We'll keep practicing. Lynn. You stood up too soon. You stood up too soon. You gotta let those knees stay bent longer. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good. It's almost like you're getting into a ball. I want you to get into a ball and then rotate that ball down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it all in like a ball. Yeah, there we go. You keep it all tucked in here, tucked up in here, then you can rotate that a lot easier. The bigger the ball, the harder it is to rotate it. The smaller the ball, the easier it is to rotate it. Yeah, so bring it all in close. Your heels, your knees, everything. Bring it in real close. And go ahead. Bring it in real close. Good. A little bit better. All right, let's move on to our belly. We're gonna get some other work done and we'll come back to that. But arms out in front. You're gonna be kicking with your head up to start. It's not very comfortable, but I want him breathing. I want him focusing on his breath and relaxing, okay? All right, my arms. Keep your head up and breathe. Good. Very good. Breathe with your mouth. Yeah. We're just kicking. Now, yesterday we were doing this with fins. Today we're doing it without fins. I've noticed that he's actually even lighter today than he was yesterday. It almost feels like he practiced. Did you practice yesterday? In bed. In bed. All right, stand up. I was gonna say, I can feel like he's practiced because you can often tell as an instructor when you have your hands on the student, you can tell when they're getting lighter in the water. And what I mean by that is you're not having to hold them up so much. When you're holding them up, that means they're not comfortable. They're not naturally floating or moving through the water. But now today I'm holding his arms and all of a sudden I'm not feeling the pressure. I'm like, this is easy for me. So he's gotten the right back muscles engaged, the glutes engaged. He's got all the right muscles engaged now to keep himself up instead of pushing down on me and having me keep him up. It's awesome. I don't know how good bed training is, but for this is a night and day difference. Yesterday you were pressing down on me like you wouldn't, like you were afraid you were gonna drown with me holding. Yeah, there you go. Good. Now take a deep breath with your mouth. Stand up. Good, good, good. Very easy for him. So now I'm gonna have him take your head and put it in the water, okay? So you're gonna kick for about 1 or 2 seconds. Two breaths. 2 seconds, 2 breaths. 2 seconds with your face in the water. Come up, spit it out, breathe it in, spit it out again for a second time. Breathe it all the way in. You're gonna feel like you're in complete control. Then you're gonna go back in for 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. It's very quick. You're gonna be up longer than you are with your head down. At this stage, the in-between, I want your head up longer than it is when your head is down, okay? Take a deep breath with your mouth, go under. 1, 2, come up, spit it out, 2 breaths. You rushed it, don't rush it. You stop moving your legs too? Go ahead and stop the legs, it's fine. We're working on the breath and then we'll bring in the legs again, okay? But when you focus on the breath, you get control back faster than when you focus on the legs. I'll pull you, make sure they stay off the ground. Face in the water, 1, 2, face up, blow it out, and breathe in twice. Good. You're right, you do stop kicking. That's interesting. He does. Now, that's okay. What we do, it's an easy fix. What we'll tell him now is to kick through his breath. So when he comes up, I'm gonna tell him to keep breathing, and I'm not gonna make him put his face down again. I'm gonna make him kick. Once he's kicking, then I'll say, put your face down. Okay, so that's usually on the instructor to remind the student and to give them those audible cues so that he can keep going the right way. Deep breath, face in, 1, 2, now come up, now breathe, but stay up and keep kicking. Okay, you're kicking and breathing, now put it back down. Now come up, breathe, good, and stand up. See, that was so much better. He was able to keep kicking while he breathed. He didn't really need my cues either. I noticed that when he came up, he was still kicking on his own. He reminded himself, but still, I'll stand by what I said. Instructors, it's your job to be calling out cues. You can't be an instructor who says, do this, and then watches from the sidelines. You have to be involved. Aren't you? One, 2. Nice. 1, 2. Oh, you went down with an out. You went down with an exhale. Maybe not. Oh, that was a 1 breather. Wow, that was a 1 breather. Nice. Yeah, you got one of the, you were doing 2, and then at the end you did a 1 breather, and I was like, oh. That's where we're headed, by the way, in case you guys couldn't tell. We're going from 2 breaths, we're gonna get down to 1 breath. I wasn't ready for it, but he was.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it.
You're just doing your best. Okay, deep breath with the mouth. 1, 2, come up. Clear it all out, good. Oh, come up. Make sure you go back in with a breath, an inhale, not an exhale. I've seen you now twice go back in with an exhale. Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna get you in trouble real fast. Oh. It's okay to stay up longer and take a 3rd breath because that means you're in control. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a hard rule of 2 breaths. If you come up and 2 breaths worked, and you go back down, you come up, 2 breaths worked, you go back down, you come back up, all of a sudden 2 breaths didn't work. Take 3. It's okay. You did it successfully twice. We know you can. You just need a reset real quick, a mental reset. You don't have to stop. You can if you want, but you don't have to stop. Just take 3 on that cycle, but make sure you're still in control. Your breath is more important. I'm not gonna force a swimmer to swim without air. So if he didn't get his breath, just because he did it in 2 doesn't mean he did it right. That's still, I would consider being done wrong because you need to have the air. You're in control. And blow out. Good. 1, 2. Go 1, 2. Come on up. Nope, nope, nope. You went out. You went under on an exhale again. You caught it. So in that moment, when you just come right back up and be like, oh, no, reset it on your own. Okay? You don't have to then put it down and go, damn it, I messed up. I'll wait till the next cycle. Ah! Don't do that. Just come right back up and fix it. You're in control. 3, 2, 1. Good. 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 Third one messed you up a little bit. Fourth one or whatever. Good. He's doing real well now though, because he's only getting tripped up on like the last breath that he's trying to take. I'm really satisfied with this. We're gonna go through it 2 more times, and then we're gonna get him rolling from belly to back without the fins. Then we'll take our break, put the fins on, we'll learn some new things. Yes, good. Up, you went down on an exhale. Come on up, come on up. Take a sit. Keep going. Stand up. Good. Be in control. It's okay. Your breath's more important. And remember what I said. You're going to spend more time up here than you do down there.
Okay.
But you're trying to spend more time down here than you are up here. Stay up here. Live up here.
Okay.
Dip your face in the water, but come back up and live up here.
Okay.
This is where your happy place is. As a therapist would say. Good. 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 Ah, now we're talking. Good. Good, good. So, now that he's breathing out underwater, breathing in above the water, and not a single one there got messed up, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm pretty confident that he's ready to go and start learning how to pull today. But that's in the second half of things. Next up, we're gonna review the pineapple. So how do you roll from your belly to your back to get your own breath? So yesterday we were teaching him with the fins on to take one arm pull, roll to his back, and then bring the other arm down by his side and do the paddles and kicks, right? So that's where we're gonna pick up. We're gonna have him on his belly, arms in front. He's gonna kick for just 2 seconds. 1, 2, and then he's gonna pull to his back, and I'm gonna grab his head and help him get situated on his back. Because when he rolls to his back, he's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be a little bit chaotic. He's gonna wanna blow out, get control a little bit. He's gonna feel imbalanced. That's the water doing that. He's gonna feel imbalanced. He's gonna regroup, get up here, and then we're gonna stand him up. So you're only gonna be on your belly for just a second. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna push off the bottom, like roll right to your back, okay? Because you don't have fins on, you're not gonna have a lot of momentum, so you gotta use the momentum pushing off the bottom. Roll straight to your back, okay? 3, 2, 1, push and roll. Yeah, I know, it's hard. You can do it. Push and roll. Roll. I got my hand on your neck there. That was never gonna work. That was never gonna work because I got my hand too low. You're good. When you when you roll to your back, get your chin up. Don't roll to your back like this. Roll to your back like this. Chin up. Yeah. Look for the clouds as soon as you get to your back. There you go. There you go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. You're good. Lean back. Lean back. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Good. You're trying to sit up too much. When you push off, lay down in the water, stretch out. As soon as you engage your core and bring it in, it's gonna be harder for you to lean back. Is that what you feel like is missing?
Don't try just turn around.
Correct. Turn around and just lie back. I'll grab you.
So when I turn around,
Yeah, remember when I told the camera, I said, it's gonna be a little chaotic. You're gonna roll to your back and it's gonna be a little chaotic. Try to just motion this. Just turn and let it go. Just let all your worries go. Lay this head back. Lay this head back. That's your biggest thing. You want to turn to your back and stand up. Don't stand up. Lay back. Let me carry you.
When I turn, look, I want to sit down.
You want to sit down?
So lying down.
Look back at my face. Look back at me. Roll. Look back at me. Look back at me. Hi. I'm back here. Yeah! We got it. Stand up. Use your arms. Yeah.
I'm still looking for the bottom of my feet.
Roll. Hi. Back here. Yes! And stand up with your arms. Use your arms. Get them underneath the field. You can do it more than once. That's okay. I'm going to keep reminding you. You're learning like 99 new things this week. I'll remind you of the one thing you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Roll. Yeah! Belly up. Woo! And arms. Use your arms to get up. Pull yourself up. Do it again. Yeah, nice. And a good dismount. Dude, that was your best one yet. Nice. Woo! Yes! All right, use those arms. Use them multiple times to get up. 3, 2, 1. Kick. Now pull. Good. Now roll. Pull and roll. Yes. Good. Yep. Now get those arms back far and dismount. Yeah! You made that look easy. Look at you, man. You made that look easy. Take the victory. Yeah, there we go. Take the victory. I love it. Go. Take a deep breath. And now do. Yes. And have to dismount. Under your body with your arms. Out there. We just got him doing everything we got him doing yesterday, but now without fins. So for those of you out there who thought that my swimmers ever get fin dependent, I'm telling you that they don't. There's ways to use the fins, and it's gonna be at the beginning, you're gonna be using them for the majority of the time, and that's okay. You're gonna be using a lot of fins to train the swimmers and to teach the swimmers, and then every day you'll start off with a little bit of no fin work, reviewing what you did yesterday. Don't make it too hard. In fact, make it easy. Then put the fins back on him, and we'll probably even let him do some more of that today with the fins, just so he feels like, wow, this is so much easier than yesterday, and wow, this is easier than it was even a few minutes ago. Today we're gonna start moving forward. Now the first thing we're gonna do with the fins though is get him on the kickboard, getting used to using a kickboard so that way when he goes home and he doesn't have me, he'll be able to continue kicking all on his own and practice his kick by using a kickboard or a wall. Then we're gonna start getting him used to breathing just one time up and down. Then we'll go with some pulls and get him used to using some arms on his belly and on his back. And by the end of the day, I'm gonna take him through the deep end on his back with the fins on. He's a little bit nervous about that, but I'll explain to him and to you guys when the time comes how to overcome that fear of the deep end. But I'm gonna hold him on his back. That way he doesn't have to look down and see the bottom of the pool so far away. Hopefully he'll be able to even maybe close his eyes to relax. And I'll just drag him through the deep end, back and forth. And that'll be it for today as far as the deep end goes. Tomorrow, I'll have him go into the deep end with me again on his belly though. So that way he can see the deep end and start to think about and work through that fear. All right, let's rock it. This is like me. Pull it up, pull the kickboard up, breathe in your mouth. Now when you kick big, not small and fast. Big kicks. Deep down, high up. Control each leg as if you're walking almost. Good. Each leg movement is its own thing. Now bring your knees to your chest and stand up. With fins on, you gotta remember not to let that, like if that thing drags and trips you up, that just means you bring your knees up higher, okay? The blade of the fin trips you up. That felt easier today, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, same thing back. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this time your elbows are staying on the kickboard nicely. I like that. Your shoulders are staying low to the water. I like that. Even his mouth is right here at the surface. That means he's comfortable. That means he's in control. There you go. Good. Very good. Very nice. Good. Knees to chest. Stand up. Very easy. Awesome. 2, 1. Good. Big kicks. Control it all. Good. Hold the kickboard up. Top of it. Pull it up towards the surface. Keep your arms stretched. Good. And ease the chest, especially in the shallow end. So the next step now is to have your forehead down on the board. You're gonna come up and you're gonna give me those 2 breaths that we did earlier when you were holding me. Okay, 2 breaths, keep kicking. 2 breaths, keep kicking. Come up, blow it out. Make sure you go in with a breathe in, breath in. Go in with an inhale. There we go. There we go. And stand up. Good job. Now, what all of you guys might have noticed there is that once he started putting his head down, his feet came up to the surface. When your head is up on the board and you're training with your head up, your feet will be just underneath the surface. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying one way is better than the other. In fact, I actually force my swimmers to kick with their heads up so that their legs sink a little bit and it makes it a little bit harder. But some coaches prefer their swimmers to keep their heads down so that their body position is perfect in the water. Whichever one you think is better for your swimmer at the time. 3, 2, 1. Good. Spit it out, spit it out. There we go. Go back in the water on an inhale, not an exhale. Go back in the water on a deep breath that you seal off with your lips. Yes. Every time you go back in the water, I want it to be a deep breath sealed off with the lips. Good. 1. There we go. Oh, wow. Excellent. There we go. Come up, spit it out. Spit it out. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Wow, stand up. Wow. Every single breath was perfect. Good job. Every single breath was clean. You got air. It was excellent. And we went way faster than I thought we did because we got to that middle of the pool pretty quickly. All right, let's get this elbow back up on the board. Good. All right, ready? 2, 1. Good. Complete control. And stand up. Good. Okay, I'm gonna let him catch his breath because the next step is to just get it in 1 breath at a time. Good. Spit. Yeah, spit. There we go. Good. That last one was awesome. Good. See, it's a lot more in the spit than you think, isn't it? Yeah, you gotta spit, otherwise you're gonna go back in with water and air in your lungs. Yes. 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 Stand up. Good. Pull and freestyle. Your arms are like paddles. You're taking the water that's in front of your body and you're redirecting it backwards behind your body. That moves your vessel, your boat, forwards in the water. The only way your body moves forward is if water's being redirected backwards. There's 2 ways we redirect water backwards. One is with our kick. Good kick is like an engine. It redirects water backwards, allowing you to move forwards. But the more effective way to move forwards in the water is with your arms. every single arm pull can get you a lot farther than just one single kick can. So if you keep your arms out front, and what I'm gonna have them do is start taking 1, 2 pulls and then stand up. Then I'm gonna have them take 2 more pulls. 1, 2, stand up. And we're gonna keep doing that until he's comfortable, and then we'll add in a third. By the end of today, he'll be able to do at least 3 strokes on his own with the fins. And then tomorrow, I'll start teaching him how to take a few strokes, do a full pineapple to breathe, then roll back to his belly for a few more strokes, and then repeat the process. So that by day 4, which is 2 days from now, he'll be able to do that on his own. If he can do that on his own, then he'll be able to swim the full length of the pool on his own. So you're gonna pull. And then stand up. Stand up. Okay? I'm gonna have you just getting used to using your arms. All right? Face in the water. 1 pull. 2 pulls. And stand up. Good, good. Now,
After I pull, I didn't bring it back.
you want to bring it back. Once you pull, I was going to tell you that. Once you pull, bring it back, allow me to catch it, and then take that pull. Okay? Good. Stand up. Good. We're not trying to do anything more than just that. We're keeping it simple on purpose so that it's easy. 1, 2, stand up, breathe. Is your shoulder hurting? You really wanted to bring this arm down before you brought this arm back up. The reason I have you waiting is so that you're in this front quadrant balanced position. Remember, we were talking about the quadrants yesterday, and if your arms start coming back here like you just tried to do, you're gonna sink yourself.
I sent 1.
One.
There.
Keep it there.
I'm gonna bring the other one.
Yep. Nope, you left that one. You let that one pull down. Start with this one. Pull it. Bring it all the way around. Now pull that one. Now pull that one. Now pull that one. Now do it yourself.
Why not that, right?
Kind of. Grab it with both arms and then pull. No. Grab it with both arms, then take the other pull. You gotta be more patient, more in control. If you try to time it perfectly, you're gonna fall out of control.
All right, so like this. Bring it. Bring it. All right.
You got it. Ready? And we're just gonna do 2. That's 2. Good. Oh, all right. Stand up.
My special 21 on your face.
No. Are you kidding me? No. You're fine.
I want to spit in your face. And
You-
I don't want to, and then don't want it in your face.
That's because you are uncomfortable with water on your face. I'm not.
okay.
Remember, last night I had a kid probably sneeze in my mouth. I'm telling you, it's every day that I'm having water in my face. I'm part aquatic or part marine animal. There you go. Now, stand up. One of the reasons it feels a little bit tippy right now is because your head is up. And that's okay because we're talking. But now let's put your head down. You'll feel so much easier. Stand up. Yeah, doesn't that feel easier? Good. So just 2 strokes. You're getting used to what it feels like. I'm not trying to make you swim. I'm just trying to feel like trying to help you feel what it's supposed to feel like. Stand up. I don't want you taking more than 3 strokes without a breath. So if you're gonna take 3, stand up after the 3rd stroke so you can breathe. Because I don't make any of my swimmers hold their breath for 4 strokes. Nobody. Stand up too if you need to. You need to stand up too. When I swim, I only take 2 strokes and breathe. 2 strokes, breathe. 2 strokes. I don't hold my breath for 3 strokes. But if you want to, that's okay. But don't hold it for more than 3. Nice. Whoa. He's breathing and swimming. Trying to breathe into the side. Stand up. You went all the way above and beyond. My goodness. You were breathing and swimming. That's awesome. You're getting 2 days ahead of me. Breathe, breathe. Hold me and breathe. Hold me and breathe. Hold me and breathe. Hold me and breathe. Control it. Now go back into it. Bring it, bring it. Stand up real quick. Try not to time the breath with an arm pull. I noticed you were trying to do both at the same time. Do pull, then breathe. Pull, then breathe. You gotta separate the two activities. Don't make it happen at the same time. We're not there yet. Now breathe. Now breathe. Don't stroke, don't stroke. Don't stroke, don't stroke. Just breathe. Okay. Facing the wall. Oh, you got it? Facing the wall in one stroke. Now stand. Good. Good. See, that's why originally the original plan was just 2 strokes, stop and breathe. 2 strokes, stop and breathe. That way you're not getting too much into it and then getting tripped up. And you can and then breathe. Yeah. So the reason I don't want him doing as many strokes as he can and then breathe is because swimming is not about holding your breath until you can't hold it anymore. Swimming is about breathing before you ever need it, right? That way you're still in control. Now, we're practicing the pulls and he wants to be able to practice them without having to focus on the breath. So I'll allow it just this once.
No, don't allow it.
Don't allow it, okay. So we're gonna make him
get you offside.
Off course. Yeah, we don't want to get off course. So I'm gonna make him take his breath after every stroke. After every stroke, I'm gonna have him pause his arms on my pause his hands on my arms. Breathe. Face back in, next pull. Breathe, face back in, next pull. If you want to do 2 at a time, breathe. 2 quick pulls, breathe. Okay.
So do not press so one instant.
Right, yeah.
That's why I'm doing the arm now.
Correct.
That's a natural thing.
Correct. It's too much, yeah. Breathe. Hold on. Keep your hands here. Okay. We're gonna go stroke, breath, stroke, breath. Stroke, breath, stroke, breath. Facing the water. Pull first. Now breathe. Now breathe. Slow it down. You don't have to pull so quickly. Finish the breath before you take the next pull. There you go. That's okay, you almost had it.
The breath.
You think that you have to keep pulling.
Yeah.
No.
Up.
Control.
Up.
Control it. Maybe you can stop. Now breathe. Now breathe. Now breathe. Hold on. Wait for my taps. I'll tap your wrists. Breathe. 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 Face back in. Breathe. Face back in. Breathe. I'm gonna get him on his back now, okay? We're gonna roll him onto his back now. I'm gonna start to teach him how he can move it with his arms on his back. We're gonna start with very easy backstroke pulls. I'm not gonna make him reach all the way back because if he does, he's gonna sink himself. He's gonna go either too slow or too crazy and it's gonna cause too many splashes over his face, or he's gonna go too slow with his arm and it's gonna sink him underwater. So it's okay to teach a sloppier backstroke at first, beginners, especially adult beginners. What I'll have him do is, first I'll have him keep his hands underwater, and I'll have him do a little bit of this, a little bit of splashing, maybe some of this, just anything that keeps him active with his arms. Okay, and then tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, I'll have him start reaching back a little bit farther on his back. Maybe with one arm, maybe with both arms. Sometimes with both arms though, swimmer will rise up and then sink too low. So you gotta be careful with that. I usually like one arm stuff. Belly up. Good. Control those paddles though, don't be too rapid. Control them. Push the water down to your feet. Yeah, you're pushing it backwards. This. Yeah, pushing it down. Well, stand up. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I'll help you on this one. So it's not just down to the bottom, it's down towards your feet. That's pushing it backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, that helps you move forwards. Turn around, I'll get you on your back. Yeah, relax. Let them a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. There you go. Now start pushing harder. Use those muscles. There we go. There we go. Whoa, whoa, there we go. All right, stand up. Stand up. Arms out to the side. Oh, fuck. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so now I want you to do your hands like this. At the same time. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. You're gonna push the water kind of from the side down to your feet. Bring them up, side, down to your feet. Push it. Get your belly up. Down to your feet. Push it away from you. Push the water away from you. That's pulling. Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. Okay, now stand up. So yeah, it's pushing it that way. Yeah. Lay back, keep that going, keep that going. You just lay back. There we go, there we go. There we go. Keep the arms underwater and relax them. Relax your elbows. Let your arms be noodles. Make your arms be noodles. Flimsy, floppy noodles. There we go. That's very relaxed. Nice. Okay, dismount time. Again with your arms. Again. Your arms. Your arms. There we go. Stand all the way up. There we go. Okay. Next step with the hands is to do them one at a time and bring them out of the water. But I'm only going to have them bring them about halfway back. Halfway back. Okay, just a little bit of movement. Just a little bit of over the water, under the water, over the water, under the water. Yeah. Keep your head on my shoulder. Slow it down. There you go. And stand up. Stand up. Use your arms. Use your arms. Deep. Look deep. Hey! You went so far forward there, you got tipped backward. Tip the other way. Good. Nice. So, this left arm doesn't seem to want to do the backstroke pull the right way. It does a freestyle pull almost.
Oh.
Yeah, try to think thumb out, pinky in. Thumb out, pinky in. It did work better. Belly up, belly up. Ah. Whoa, we're going fast, man. And dismount. Just keep doing those arms. It's the same thing. The arms, the way we're doing the arms right now, it's the same way you dismount.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So just keep doing it as you dismount.
Okay.
You got really fast again there. Did you feel it yet or no? That was the second time today that you just took off on me, and I had to like, whoa, keep up with you.
Sorry, I'm in the water.
No, yeah,
I want to be a fish.
that's good. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you start to go fast, you just figured something out. So I want to know, did you feel it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm lying down
Yeah.
on a
Horizontally?
on a slope.
Yeah.
On a
Like upside down.
Yeah, like that.
Good. So our coach used to tell us, swim downhill. Make it feel like you're swimming downhill.
Yeah.
You're not. You're swimming flat, but it feels like you are.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Excellent. Dang, you're ready for full backstroke. Pull it back. And dismount. Just keep using your arms. Keep using your arms. It's time to take them through the deep end. So you're gonna stop moving. No more moving, just relax. I'm gonna drag you through the deep end and back.
Okay, so I don't move my arm, I just move my feet.
Correct. If you want to move your hands a little bit, that's okay. But don't move them out of the water. Let me control you.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to take you through the deep end. When we get there, I'm going to tell you so that you know. And then I'm going to talk you through the breaths. And we're just going to circle down and circle back. But when we get to the deep end, you're going to feel my feet leave
On
the
the
ground.
back. On the back?
Yeah, you're going to be on your back.
Okay.
When we get to the deep end, though, you're going to feel my feet leave the ground.
Okay.
Don't panic. Don't sit up. Just relax. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay? Good. Breathe the whole time. Stay relaxed. Keep your heart rate low. Don't move so fast that you feel jittery. Stay relaxed. Stretch your belly out. We're in the deep end. Breathe. Okay, I'm gonna spin you around here. Stay calm. Chin up. Chin up. There you go. Good. We did it. We're in the shallow end again. Dismount. Do it again. You don't have to do it just once with your arms. You can do it twice. Whether it's deep or not, he doesn't know. So the whole point of deep end swimming, what I tell people is, when we learn to swim, we stay at the surface because we're humans. We have to breathe. So if you're at the surface here in the shallow end and at the surface there in the deep end, what's changed?
Doesn't make any difference.
There's nothing different. The only thing that changed is the bottom of the floor got farther away, but we're not swimming down there, so it doesn't matter. It could be 100 miles deep. It doesn't matter. We're at the surface. Now, I will give you sometimes when I get an ocean and I can't see the bottom anymore, yeah, it makes me a little bit nervous. We all get nervous when we can't see the bottom at all, so I don't blame anybody for that. But when you're trying to learn how to swim in the deep end, first off, don't just go to the deep end thinking that'll fix it. Learn everything in the shallow end, and then have someone take you through the deep end unaware. Not like a trick, but rather with your head up or with your eyes closed, something that allows you to focus on your breath. It brings the heart rate down, and then all of a sudden you come to the conclusion, like Nick just did, that it all's the same. Deep water doesn't suck you down like some people think it does. There's no extra pressure at the surface in deep water. The only pressure in deep water is down at the bottom where we're not swimming. Okay? All right, we're gonna go back now the rest of the way. What do you wanna do? Freestyle pulls or backstroke? Okay. Good. Oh, nice. You're ready for me. I'm gonna bounce my hands on his head. He's doing this on his own. Good, and dismount. Yep, keep doing it. Alrighty, well that's the end of day 2. We now have Nick swimming a little bit on his belly, controlling his breath on a kickboard, and starting to move his arms on his back as well. Tomorrow, we're gonna pick up with a couple of hand lead kicking drills, as well as teaching him how to breathe on his back, but with one arm stretched out. We call it the one-arm pineapple. With that said, another great session with Nick. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Alrighty, everyone, Jonny Rocket here with day 3 with Nick. We're getting him from beginner to swimmer in 4 days, 2 hours each day. We've recorded 2 days already. Here we go on day 3. Now, on the first day, we taught him how to be comfortable in the water by staying low and letting the waves kind of push him around a little bit, keeping his feet wide and his arms out so that he feels stable. We also taught him how to blow air out under the water and breathe it in above the water, as well as how to pop the water out while he resurfaces in order to breathe in quicker. Every sport and every activity, you're gonna have to focus on your breath. Swimming is no different. Swimming is not a sport about holding your breath, but rather about knowing when to take the breath so that you can keep your muscles firing properly. You don't get too fatigued and you never panic. Yesterday, we went over how to roll from his belly to his back, how to take a few arm pulls on his belly, how to take a few arm pulls on his back, and we took him through the deep end for the first time. Today, we're gonna be going over some hand lead kicking drills, some breaststroke pulls, and we're gonna take him through the deep end on his belly. Let's rock it. You gotta breathe in too. Spit it out. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good. All right, stop. Yeah. Now you remember that? You're in control. You've been learning so much. We've been doing so much. You might not remember everything, but now I want you to pull yourself as you do it. Pull yourself as you do it. It's gonna look like this. Okay? I want you to keep your lips closed while you're underwater. When you come up, spit and breathe. Yeah. Yep, you're gonna pull yourself like that. Yeah. No, like this. Yeah. Spit it out. Hold on. Spit it out first. Remember, you're in control. Don't rush it. Spit it out. Breathe it in. Go under. Come up. Spit it out. Breathe it in. There we go. Good. Good. And stop. Good. And stop. Nice job. You're definitely more in control. You called from yesterday. I told you guys that we'll always start the next day reviewing what we worked on the previous day or over the previous couple of days. And typically we'll do the review without fins, trying to help him understand the way he can still do it. He can still do it without the fins. He doesn't need the fins. But the reason we don't do it in the same day is because if you go from fins to no fins in the same day, you're gonna feel pretty bad. But if you go from fins one day to no fins the next day, usually you kind of forget how good the fins felt and you're able to pick it up again naturally. All right, so we're gonna go with the kickboard now. Hands at the top of the board. And we're gonna go freestyle kicking. Good. Keep your head up and breathe. Good. Relax your shoulders into the water. Things up. There we go. Good. Yeah, look at all that upbringing, man. You really did watch my videos. Oh, you can tell.
Mark.
Yeah, good. You watch Mark. About like, yeah.
Yeah, I watch it too.
Okay, good. She's a little bit of a better swimmer than most, but she still needed to get better.
Now, if you let the coconut do it, let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Good. Pull the kickboard up.
Well, I'm going down.
Yeah, so you pull the kickboard up. So the reason you're going down still is because you're putting too much pressure on the front of the board. So oftentimes, beginners use the kickboard, they'll push it down. You don't want to push the kickboard down. That's your attempt to balance your body and to push your head up. The board is not a flotation device. While it does float, it's not going to hold you up. It won't even hold a small child up. So instead, what you need to do is stretch your arms all the way out in front until you feel your shoulders dip in the water. Once your shoulders dip in the water, the nose of the kickboard will be up here at the surface, maybe slightly above the surface. From here, think about kicking the kickboard forwards and up slightly, like this. You're gonna feel a little bit of a arch in your back, and you might even feel your neck get crunched up a little bit. That's okay. All you need to be able to do is breathe. If your neck gets sore, just put your head down temporarily. And that's all there is to it. You're good, hold it. Now push it forwards. Yep, and up. Allow your legs to sink and kick a little bigger. Kick a little bigger so you have more control. Yeah, they don't have to come up higher, just kick with more volume. Good job. Stand up. You're almost ready to do it on your own. You were way lighter that time.
No.
You were way lighter that time, I promise you. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pull it up. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I felt it. Breathe. Let's regroup. Yeah. Try it again. Hold on. Yes, good. Now that, yeah, but you felt like you started to get it, right? That might not come overnight, it might not come this week, but if you keep practicing with the kickboard, when you go home, you'll get it. It'll come together easier, and don't do it very far. Do it something like this. Push off towards a wall, and then grab the wall, just to start, right? So we're gonna review him on his back first. So we're gonna get him paddling and kicking on his back. Should only need 2 to 4 lengths of this, and he'll be good to do the belly to back pineapples. Yeah, he's light as a feather. He's really, really good on his back. I bet you today I could even let go of him on his back without fins. Yep, look at that. The reason I grabbed him again is to keep his momentum going. He's still not quite fast enough in the water to keep his own momentum going very well, but I'm helped. Stand up. Use your arms. There you go.
I feel like I'm tilting.
It's like, oh, you're tilting to the side. Keep your legs bent. You're very much still, when you stand up, you like to straighten your legs really quickly. Your legs will be the last thing that you straighten out.
I mean, when I was swimming, I was one on the side.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You were tipping a little bit. When that happens, spread your arms out and use paddle, like push away from you, because it recenters you. Once you start going one direction, you gotta push against that direction, and then you're centered again. He's feeling like he's rolling off to the side a little bit on his back. That can be natural. Usually the best way to fix that is to get a little bit taller, lengthen out. Get that water out of your nose. Yeah, there you go, blow it out in the water.
Oh.
Not ready for that yet, huh? So when you're feeling like you're tipping off to the side, when you feel like you're rolling off to the side, usually you just want to stand up a little bit taller, spread your arms apart a little bit wider, and then keep kicking. Chin up. Good. Yeah, there you go. And the faster you go, the easier it is to stay up. Yeah. The faster you go, the easier it is to stay up. Breathe. All right, dismount. Oh, nice. You didn't use your arms, but you stood right up. Very good. All right, so let me teach you how to push off a wall here. When you push off a wall, especially as a beginner, put 2 hands on the wall and put both knees against the wall with your feet flat. So the tops of your feet are on the wall, not the bottom of your feet. The reason for that is because we want a very gentle push off. When you push off, you want to just kind of let go of the wall and drift backwards so that your face doesn't go underwater from a wave that follows you. Here's what I mean. When you push off with your feet normal, like this, and your knees in your chest, you're gonna push off so strongly that a wave of water is gonna follow behind you and cover your face. Watch. Watch this wave. Here it comes. Okay? That wave is gonna go over your face. So as a beginner, don't push off like you're jumping off the wall. Don't do that. Just release the wall and let your body float backwards. Okay?
All right, so we'll go here.
Bring your knees up a little bit. Lay your head back and let go of the wall. Very good. Now kick. Very good. Very good. Good job. I'm gonna get you going faster and then I'm gonna let you go. Breathe with your mouth. Take deeper breaths. Good. Now stand up. Those arms. Good dismounts today. I think deeper water is also helping with the dismount. If you're having a hard time getting off your back or off your belly, try practicing in slightly deeper water, maybe water that comes up to your shoulders, because it's easier to dismount in deeper water than it is in shallow water. Breathe. Good. And dismount. Man, you really figured out those dismounts.
No.
No, well, I think
Listen, my feet are going down first.
it's deeper water.
Maybe.
Maybe.
My feet is going down.
Weird. It's working for you. Let me see.
That's not good because if it's deep, you can't touch the ground.
Yeah, well, what we were just thinking about is in the shallow end, I bet when you dismounted, you don't have as much space. Your feet hit the ground too soon. But here, you have more space to bring your feet all the way down and then stand up. Because down there, you dismounted like that.
Oh.
Here, you dismounted on your own, but it wasn't as smooth as when you did it down there. That was incredible. You like that push-off, don't you? Yeah, it's awesome. Lay your head back. All right.
Like this.
Yep, and then just release. Very good. It's gonna be even more fun when we put the fins on. Stand up, we're not going all the way. Good job. Now, I'm gonna help him review how to go from belly to back. So we're gonna have him on his belly. He's gonna hold onto my arms, and then I'm gonna have him take one pull, roll to his back, other pull, and then I'm gonna grab him and we're gonna keep kicking. Still, this probably won't be as smooth as it is with fins, and it's okay to practice this with fins for weeks or months at a time before you try it without fins. The reason he's doing it so quickly is because he and I are here together, private lesson, 4 days, 2 hours each day. He's from Atlanta, I'm from Austin, nowhere near each other. So we're trying to move quickly and we're going in these intense 2-hour lessons so that he can get as much practice in as he can while he's here. I'm also pushing him a little bit more than I would if he lived near me and we could do lessons on a regular basis. It's okay to be pushed as long as you're with the right instructor. So you're gonna go from your belly to your back. Remember this one? Yeah, you take 2 pulls, you take 1 pull, roll, the other pull, roll. 1 pull starts the roll, the other pull finishes the roll.
And I stay a bit in a few seconds, pay down to get used to it before I pull.
Yep, yeah. We're not taking any strokes, but kick a little bit, just to kick. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll grab you. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, keep your arms up. Wow. Oh, sorry, you don't have to keep them up that high. I said keep your arms up and you really brought them up. They were perfect. You were moving. Didn't you feel it? Yeah, pretty cool, right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
No, really. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Look at this, folks. All on his own. Breathe. Perfect. Breathe. Yeah. Breathe. There we go. Stand up. There we go. That was so much better. That was so much better. If you can keep your breath in control, then you're going to feel like, I can keep going. I can keep going.
Oh, don't no rush to get back in.
You don't need to rush to get back in. A lot of us feel that way though. He's not the only one. Every adult beginner that I coach, they feel like they have to keep up with some sort of rhythm. And that's probably because I tell you that the best way to keep swimming is to be on a rhythm. But what I mean by that is that you're consistently picking your head up to breathe, not constantly shoving your head back down in the water, constantly pushing it back down where you can't breathe. I mean, come up and breathe, maybe dip your face in the water and come back up and breathe. Dip your face in the water, come back up and breathe. I want you to feel like you are in control and that you have all the tools you need to swim as long as you want. Breathe. Now keep kicking. Good. Breathe. Now stay up here a little longer and just kick up here just to get used to it. Good. Breathe. Yeah. Hard time getting started. Just need more water. Good. Breathe. You didn't get it. Come up. I don't think you breathed in before you went in on that last one. Breathe in. Oh, keep kicking. We're not there yet. There you go. And grab it. Good. All right. So now we're going to roll from belly to back. Okay, so he's going to take one pull, roll to his back, keep kicking on his back, and then we'll stop and dismount. So you're going to take one pull, roll to your back, and then finish it off with the other pull. So today I want you to do the roll in two parts. You're going to roll halfway with one arm, roll the rest of the way with the other arm.
Don't go together like this.
Correct.
One goes,
One goes, then the other one.
the other one stays first.
And then it pulls. Yep.
It goes like that.
Yep.
Then, and it does what?
Right here with one arm back,
Yeah.
you're going to be breathing.
Okay.
So turn your head around. Then, turn your head that way. And you're going to finish it off like this. Yeah, in fact, I'm actually going to get you in a different hold this time. I'm going to get you in this hold. I thought about this yesterday. So I'm going to be rolling with you like that. Okay?
One stays and one goes first. Not together.
Yep, correct. Not together, one then the other.
One stays.
Yep. Just like that. Stand up. So I remembered this hold from a lifeguarding class I took. When you're saving someone who has a head, neck, or spinal injury in the water, you'll do an inline stabilization hold where you bring their arms up to their head and pinch their head to keep it stable. And if they're face down, you got to roll them like that to get them onto their back. So I had this idea yesterday where if I grab him like this, kind of like an inline stabilization hold, and then roll with him, he might get this arm movements down a little bit easier. That was a better hold, wasn't it? Let's go this way. Stand up real quick. So I want you to roll on the first pull. That's when you roll. This arm stays back, but you're already rolling this way. You're breathing. Now you're gonna finish. Don't wait until both arms are down and then breathe. It's too late. You're breathing on the first arm now. So when you pull the first arm back, breathe and finish it off with this arm and take another breath. I breathe on the first arm pull. I'm breathing. Now I finish it off. Okay? So, roll on the first arm pull. So now your arms will be in opposite directions. You're breathing with your hands in opposite directions. Now pull that second hand down. When it's done smoothly, it'll look like this. And what it does is one pull starts the momentum, which keeps your head, or brings your head up. And then the second pull keeps your momentum going, which keeps your head up. Whereas before it was all the momentum at once and then all the momentum ends. Now it's only a little bit more momentum and then that little bit of momentum continues with the second pull. Does that make sense? Okay. Breathe. Good. Yes. There you go. Lay back. Yeah. There you go. Good. Stand up. Use your arms. Good. Breathe. Breathe. There we go. And stand up. Bring your feet to the ground. You remember yesterday when we were talking about as soon as you roll to your back to get your chin up? I want you to do that again now. You were doing it with fins yesterday. I want you to be able to do it without fins. As soon as you roll, head back, chin up. Because right now you're rolling and your chin is down again. Get your chin up on your back. As soon as you get there, get the chin up so I don't have to keep holding you the way I am. 1. Breathe. Head back. Good job. Good job. I got you. Stand up. Yeah, use those arms. Head back. Good. And stand up. Use those arms. Do it again. Yeah. If ever your arms don't get you up on the first attempt, do it again. So like, I'll go like this. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Use those arms to dismount. Just keep rolling them. Just keep rolling. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's a start. Keep your head on my shoulder. Keep your head on my shoulder. It'll help you dismount. Yeah. Do it more than once if you need to. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. All right, dismount. Ever feel a little imbalance in the water, like maybe you're trying to stand up and then you tip over? Obviously, the first thing is don't panic, but everybody knows that, and it still doesn't help. So here are some tips that will actually help you recover. When you fall off balance a little bit, most everyone's instinct is to kick out and to start trying to stand up wherever they are, however their body's oriented. They just start to try and stand up. What you want to do is you want to bring your legs into your body. What that does is it makes your bottom heavier and it allows your legs to rebalance your body. So now I'm back to equilibrium and I can just put my feet down on the ground. Now I didn't get a good stand there and I'm purposely being uncoordinated so that I can tip over again to show you again. Bring my knees in and it sinks them straight to the ground. And tip over the other way. Okay, if I'm panicking here, I just gotta remember, bring my legs in. I can breathe. Once I bring my legs in, they float themselves back to the bottom of the pool because you've just decreased the amount of surface area around your legs. You're now bringing all of that weight into a little ball, and that little ball then sinks to the bottom of the pool. That's your legs, your bottom, your thighs, your feet, all that's gonna then sink to the bottom of the pool where you can just stand up. Okay, so next time you find yourself practicing these floats and you're doing a dismount, but all of a sudden you slip, don't. Just become a little ball. Next time you slip, just become a little ball. Your feet will float back to the bottom and you can stand right up. Nice, you're getting confident. Chin up, what's going on? There we go, belly up. And now dismount. Bring your knees in. Good. You're getting really confident because that time you just pushed off and went right into the roll like this. That's a bit dangerous because you're gonna sink. Push off, kick first. Then forward, then breathe.
You have to be moving.
Yeah, you wanna move forwards first so that you don't have, you wanna be moving forward so that you don't have any up and down movement that sinks you.
Go in.
Correct. Yes, yes, great job. And dismount. Bring your knees in, bring your knees in. Don't stand up out there. There we go. Breathe in, breathe in. Remember, when you come up, don't keep swimming. Stop, control the breath, and then continue. It doesn't work if you come up, breathe, and blow out before you go in, then you're just gonna be down there really, really tired, no air at all. So, you should come up, get a clean breath, and then go back under. There we go. Good. Nice. That was way smoother. You gotta start kicking too, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Doing some side breaths
That was
there.
incredible. You also started to breathe to your side there. That was awesome. I don't know where that came from. That was great.
I love not surviving.
Just surviving. I think it's you're leaning into your rolls now. I think you're leaning into those rolls that we practice. Oh, now everyone keep trying it. And stop here because we're on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. You tried to breathe to the side and your arm was in the way. It's called a closed window. But then you breathe to the right, this side, and it was good. It was an open window. You cannot breathe to the side where your arm is up. That's a closed window. You can only breathe to the side if your arm is down. Yep. Now that would be breathing every single stroke.
Yeah.
Breathe every 2.
I didn't get the air.
That's okay. That's because you took it to the side that you're not comfortable with. For some reason, I can already tell you're better at breathing to this side than you are that side. This side comes naturally to you. So every time you pull with that arm, breathe to that side. Every time you pull with this arm, don't breathe. Good. You can continue from there. Ready? Go. Good.
I'm going good.
That's all right. Just keep it there until you're done breathing. Keep it there. Don't rush it. Breathe, then finish it. So if you ever take that pull and you're breathing, but you're not done breathing, then just stay here. Stay here and breathe. Then keep swimming. Now keep this arm down there. Keep this arm down there. This will actually, the handling kicking drills I'm about to show you will help you fix this. Put your head on your arm. Put your head on your arm. That's a side breath. Now breathe with your mouth. That's a side breath. Good. Stand up. Yeah. That's a side breath. You lay on your arm, so you pull your arm up, but you lay your head down, and they meet right there at the surface. All right, everyone. So we're halfway through day 3. We just did the review portion. Now we're gonna put the fins on and learn some new things. We're gonna start with some hand lead kicking, just to help him balance a little bit better while he's on his side so that he can start breathing just to the side without rolling all the way over to his back. We're also gonna do some breaststroke pulling today, and I'm also gonna have him kicking all the way down and back on the kickboard or with me. I'll have him do it with me first, and if he was comfortable with that, we might do it on the kickboard with fins. So this time he'll be looking at the bottom where he'll be able to tell that he's in the deep end, and that will help him start to overcome that fear as well. Now, I don't recommend, even when he leaves here, I'm not gonna recommend that he ever tries to swim in the deep end without a kickboard and fins, or even maybe someone else, like another instructor or a strong swimmer. So hand lead kicking is one of 7 drills that make up the hand lead series. The hand lead series is a series of drills that helps increase your balance and improve your body line in the water. The balance is achieved by kicking faster or bigger, and we put fins on, so you're gonna have plenty of balance. It's gonna be pretty easy for you. The body line is achieved by stretching out as tall as you can. So if that's from head to toe or from hand to toe, you're stretching out as much as you can. That's your body line. The longer you stretch out, the tighter your body line is, because it's like a rope. If you were to just kind of kick with your arm bent like this and your legs bent too much, well, you're more like a flimsy rope, and a rope that isn't tight, it's gonna move back and forth too much. A tight rope, that's gonna go through the water without any faltering, okay? So here's how this works. You're gonna be on, kind of on your side, one hand leading the way, and I'm gonna have you start with your face breathing like this, and we're just gonna kick like this. Now, eventually, this drill is done with your face in the water if you're doing it for freestyle. So eventually, it'll look like this. You're gonna be kicking on your side. I'm gonna be holding side to side with the fins.
Like this?
Yeah, side to side.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
It is kind of hard. It's because your legs won't be leading the water. Let's lay back a little bit more. Like that.
Can I do left side of the like this? Yeah, this arm.
Yeah.
This side. Left, right hand is right. Not together.
Oh, you can pull better with that right arm. Okay, sounds good. Let's do it with the left arm. Yeah. Okay, so now lay this head down back here on this arm, back on this arm. Lay it down on this arm, your shoulder. Yeah, it's more back like this. There we go. All right, stand up. Good. I think I had this arm out of the water too much, so I'm gonna make sure I keep it down here this time. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch this arm out. Stretch this arm. There you go. We want to be more on our back than on our belly. Yeah, you want to be more on your back than your belly. It's good. And you're there. Knees in. Let's hold this like that. Yep. And we're going to do it again. Now this time, I want you to lay your ear on your shoulder. Yeah, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you can breathe. Stretch this arm out. If the ear's not on the shoulder, it means either your arm's not stretched out or your neck's not stretched out. Tilt the chin up a little bit so that you're breathing better. Yeah. There you go. Keep this window open. So rotate your hips up just a little bit. Yeah. It's more on your back than it is on your belly. Let's get it right. Lay your head down. Lay your head down in the water. It's okay if it's back a little bit more. There we go. Right here. This is where we want to live, right here. Okay. And stop. Now roll a little bit more to your side. Like this. There we go. And stand up. Now, when you practice that on your own, the reason I wanted you to do it with the kickboard is if you practice that on your own, use the kickboard. It gives you something to hold on to lay on to. But now we're gonna do it without the kickboard again because I'm here. Good. All right, now I'm gonna hold you up. You just use the arm. Keep that arm back. Good. Try to point it this way, which is forwards. Yeah, and stand up. Breathe. Good. Very good. Stretch your belly out more too. Stand up a little taller. Yeah. And stand up. Got it. Now, right now, the drill has made him feel imbalanced once more. That's what the drill is intended to do. It forces you to use the right muscles and the right techniques in order to rebalance. Drills oftentimes either knock you off balance or they'll restrict one movement in order to enhance another. This one is purposely making it more difficult for him to balance because he's not pulling. And pulling allows him to create momentum, turn side to side, stay in the middle of the lane, whatever it might be. Well, he doesn't have that right now. All he has is his kick. And that's because a kick can help you balance in the water even easier. Normally, if you just increase the volume of your kick, you'll have more balance. If you have a little teeny tiny fast kick, you might feel a little bit chaotic. It might feel kind of hard to you. But if you can increase the volume of your kick, make it bigger like this, you'll find way more balance, way more balance. Okay, so on this next 225s, so on these next two lengths, I want you to start kicking your feet bigger. Okay, not small and fast, big kicks, okay? Good, bigger kicks, wow, nice. Roll more to your back, remember? Good, bigger kicks. Yeah, very nice. And dismount. So that one was much, much better for him. He was staying on his side easier just because he started kicking bigger. Now he felt like he was still tipping, But me as an instructor, I've been with enough beginners that I can tell which ones are making the correction and who it's helping and who it doesn't. That one was way better. I was having less of a hard time keeping him stretched out. He was, by kicking bigger, everything kind of came together a little bit easier for him and he started stretching out a little bit more. But that's the next step I'm gonna help him with. So I want you to stretch that hand forwards more. Be more intentional about reaching it forwards. It keeps coming off to the side like this because you're focused on something else. Keep that arm stretched back behind you, okay? Oh! Used me as leverage there for a second. We lost our hold. Lay your head down, lay your head down. And stand up, stand up. Your neck needs to be relaxed. If you need to shake it yes or no, just to get it to relax a little bit, but let your head float. Let your head float more, yeah. Your head needs to just relax into the water. The water's a pillow for your head. What? Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, lay it down. Good job. Very good. Best one yet. And you're there. The next step from here is to get him taking 2 of those strokes and then 2 of those breaths. 2 strokes, 2 breaths. 2 strokes, 2 breaths. And I'm gonna have him breathe into his left side just because I think his left side's better. Control it, spit it out. Spit it out, you have to. Yeah. Stand up here, stand up here, stand up here. We got on the other side of each other, so we'll just reset. That's good. Is it easier than you thought or harder than you thought? You did it like just fine. It didn't look like you were floundering or anything. When you got to the breath, I think you just need to be more patient. Just let yourself breathe. It's okay if you take 4 breaths right now, and that's end this stage. Breathe. Good. Yes. You're swimming. You're swimming, man.
Really?
Yeah. Really, really. Are you seeing this?
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Looks great.
You're swimming. Good. That was like 8 strokes? 6 strokes? 8 strokes? Nice. I just had to stop you because you were about to run into the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it fine? I do it.
Yeah, you're pulling just fine. I mean, your arm pulls are very strong. For you, it's going to be coordinating the breath. So, yeah, so your pulls are just fine. Everything you do is you're pulling a significant amount of water backwards. Yeah, yep. The way you can tell is just by looking behind you. If you can see water going backwards, you're pulling. Whoa, yeah, there you go. Yeah, and so a freestyle pull always starts from just underneath the surface, not up here. It's under here. You pull backwards, and then you put it right back there. So pull backwards, and bring it right back here underneath the surface, just underneath the surface.
Not like this.
Nope.
Like this.
Yep. Because this is like an arrow. So this is displacing water around your body, like the front of a boat. Now pull this arm, put it right back here. Yep, there you go. Cool. I just wasn't sure. I wanted to be there just in case. Let me teach you a breaststroke pull real quick. While we're working on pulls, a breaststroke pull is like this. Pull water back. Pull water back.
Open. Okay. Take it out and bring it back.
Yep. Well, no, don't push it back. You pull and then you put your hands together. Put your hands together and shoot them forward so that you're not pushing water forward. Watch me, watch me. So I start here, pull, pray, push. Pull, pray, push. Pull, pray, push. Pull, pray, push. There you go. There you go. Now, if you do that with a freestyle kick, you can keep your head up. Or maybe at some point you're swimming freestyle and you need a breath, you switch to breaststroke and you breathe, and then you go back to freestyle. Breaststroke pull with a freestyle kick will look like this. You can keep your head up and breathe, and eventually I'll have you put your head down. Okay?
That looks nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be very nice. It's usually what people do if they don't want to get their hair wet. They'll keep their heads up and they'll pull like this.
And you're breathing.
And you're just breathing the whole time.
Yeah.
That's why. Just to make sure you got it.
Oh, back.
Yep. Yep. Get us to the wall. Go, Captain. Keep your head up. Don't splash so much. Don't splash. Keep your hands underwater. Gentle, gentle. Yeah. Yeah, don't splash so much. Be gentle. Keep your head up. And just...
I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to lean back. You're pulling too much forward.
Okay.
Lean back. Be gentle. Breathe. Breathe.
Start to bring my knees again.
Oh, you're trying to bring your knees in? So every time you pull backwards, breathe.
Okay.
It's like you're pulling. Yeah. Well, yeah, you were.
Going too fast.
You were before. I'm starting to slow you down. You're starting to slow down. Like that second time was better than the first time. Slowly. Breathe it in, push it out. Breathe it in, push it out. There we go. Yep, there you go. Gentle, gentle.
Grab me.
Knees in, knees in.
Oh, good job.
Good. Nice. That was good. Every time you were coming up, and you started to have to go a little bit faster, but that's okay. That's okay if you have to go a little bit faster. Good. Slow the arm pulls down. Slow the arm pulls down. Let your legs sink. Let your legs sink. This is how you stay up and kick yourself up. There we go. Yeah, this should be relaxing. Let your legs sink. Kick your legs down to the bottom. Try to kick the bottom of the floor like that. There we go. All right, knees in. Nice.
Stand up, sorry.
No, getting up in fins is not easy, especially getting up in front of you like that's not easy at all. Nope. Correct. Keep the arms up. Just kick so you can breathe. Kick so you can breathe. So lower the legs, raise the shoulders or raise the upper back. There you go. Now you can start pulling. Here we go. Slow it down. It's just for balance. The kick does all the work. And knees in. Good. Just the kick. Kick down. Kick the feet down to the bottom so you're on an incline. All right, now start pulling. And the pulling will basically just keep your head up. The kick makes you move forward. And knees under. I blocked you that time. Or try a full pineapple. Roll to your back, get your breath, and roll back to your belly. Good job. Good job. Yeah. 7 meters. Yep, 6-7 meters. Yeah. This is how you'll be able to keep swimming all on your own. Now dismount. There you go. That's how you swim and get your own breath. Woohoo! Roll, roll. Good. Spit it out if you have to. We get to the deep end. Breathe. Yeah, keep the heart rate low while we do this so that the chemicals in your brain are not releasing the fear kind, rather to help you calm down. Coming off the bottom. Good. Don't worry about me. Just keep breathing. Now this time, I'm gonna have you grab the wall down here. Yep, there you go. And we're gonna hang out. And we're gonna breathe right here in the deep end. You're okay. Yeah. Pull one arm down. Take a look. You're at the surface. Yep, and you're holding onto the wall. Stretch your arms forward. There we go. That's easier for me. Ah, you're moving us. How was that?
Hard to me.
I know, but how was it?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, good.
So I have to do moonwalk. You do the rest.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you were holding a kickboard doing it, you'd probably do it. Because with fins on, you don't push down on the kickboard so much. Let's try. Breathe. And now pull the arms up. Yeah. Or forwards or something like that. Good. Keep it up. Push it forwards and up. Yeah, it's like you're pulling. And then the kick just keeps it stabilized. All right, stop here. 2, 1. Bigger kicks. I mean deeper, not higher. Deeper. Yeah. Pull the board up. Good job. Deeper kicks. Good. Grab that wall. Bring your feet to the wall. Get that up. Nice. That wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah. I'm gonna slide it underneath this arm. I'm gonna pull you to start. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You're pushing the kickboard down and let your shoulders lower. Bring the hands up, yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah. It's going fast. Spit the water out of your mouth. I can hear it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. Good. And that's how we finished day 3. You did it. Take a deep breath. Alrighty, everyone, that's it for day 3. Join us again tomorrow for day 4. We're gonna get him swimming across the pool, mostly on his own, doing some breaststroke pulls, freestyle pulls with pineapples, and we'll have him even swim in the middle or swim in the deep end without a kickboard or me. That said, get ready to rock it. Alrighty everyone, Jonny Rocket here with the fourth and final day with Nick. We're teaching him how to swim. He's a complete beginner, had a near drowning experience when he was young, gave it up for the rest of his life. Until now, he is 67 years old and he's here to learn how to swim. We're really excited about all the progress he's made so far. We've taught him how to get used to the water by bouncing him around a little bit as he stays low in the water. Remember, being in the water is like being in space. We got him floating on his back, kicking on his back, floating on his belly, moving on his belly, arm pulls, breathing on his back. We started to breathe to the side yesterday. Today, that's where we're gonna pick up. We're gonna help him finish being able to breathe to the side on freestyle, as well as pull breaststroke and kick flutter in order to change away from freestyle in a moment where he gets tired or fatigued while he's working out. So he'll have 2 or 3 strokes in his arsenal to take with him home. Here we go, let's rock it. Yep. Yeah. Whatever's left, spit it out and breathe it in. Good. Good, breathe it in. And go right back. Yep, come up. Spit it out. There we go. Good. He's controlling his breath now. He's making sure all the water's out of his mouth before he breathes it back in. Nice. You're in complete control. That looks so good.
I like that.
I know. I like that too. All right. So let's go ahead and have you float on your belly, start kicking, and then I'll be there to hold your arms when it's time to breathe.
Head in the water?
Head in the water,
Okay.
arms in front,
Okay.
and then when you lift it to breathe,
Okay.
spit out once, breathe in once, put it back down. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Come up and breathe, spit it out. Come up and breathe, spit it out. Oh, he's good. Come up and breathe. Good. Always take your breath before you need it. Don't wait until you need air to breathe. Now it's too late, just like hydration in water. If you wait till you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. In swimming, if you wait till you need air, you're already too late. You need to get your air before you need it. Anticipate the breath. Breathe. Breathe as much as you want. Breathe again. Good. Now keep kicking while you breathe. Yeah, now keep kicking while you breathe next. Kick and breathe. Good. Very good. That time he got his breath real low to the water. Means he's having more confidence with water around his face and around his mouth. He doesn't feel like it's gonna drown him anymore. He's got confidence that he's okay. That comes from tons of repetitions. We've done this every single day for 4 days. With all those repetitions now, he's not afraid of water around his mouth. He's not afraid of water on his face. He now knows it's gonna be there. You can still breathe. It's gonna be there. You can still breathe. 2, 1. Very good. Stand up on your own. Good job. All right, now we're gonna get him on his back a little bit. We're gonna make him move on his back without the fins. We're gonna do this probably 4 times, also helping him dismount after he's been doing it on his back for a short period of time. We found out yesterday, and this makes sense, but it's easier to dismount when the water is deeper. Because the floor is farther away, you have more space to get your legs underneath you. But regardless of the depth of water, remember that you bring your knees into your chest and you keep them there until they find their way to the ground. If you try to stand up too early, you're gonna miss the floor. You gotta wait until they've come all the way underneath you and you feel like now maybe you're leaning forward. Plus, to push off the bottom and then to accidentally fall forward is a lot safer and more comforting than to accidentally stand up and fall backwards, trust me. Okay, back. 3, 2, 1. Good. And your body position went right to the perfect spot. Good job. And dismount. Good. Good. Nice. Now, his legs are kind of low in the water, and I want you all to see that and know that that's okay. Because a lot of you guys ask me, what do I do with my sinking legs? Why are my legs sinking? Well, in certain parts of swimming, especially while you're learning, it is okay for your legs to sink. Because when your legs sink, as long as you're still kicking, now you're kicking your head up towards the surface. While that's kind of inefficient, it is going to help you keep breathing, and it is going to help you learn new things. If you can't control your breath, you're not going to have an easy time learning new things. Kick. Stretch your belly out. Yeah, there we go. Good. I'm going to let him do a little bit of this on his own today. Good. And dismount. Use your arms. Nice. Nice. His dismounts have gotten way better. He keeps practicing. Day 4.
Dismount.
What?
When I'm dismounting now, I'm not worried about my legs.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring the knees.
Okay. Good. Yep, that's it.
Wait until the knees get here.
Good. Wait until the knees get here. He said he's waiting until the knees get here. That's exactly right, because eventually they will find their way to the bottom and then you can stand up. So long as you're patient and you try not to panic, try not to thrash around, try not to stand up too soon, everything will come together nicely. Good. Floppy feet, like you're boiling the water. Good. Breathe with your mouth. Good. And dismount. Yeah, sometimes if you wait for your knees, you might get water over your mouth. So use your arms too. Use your arms too. You guys are seeing that he's moving a lot faster on his back now. Looks really good. The more he flutters his feet, oils the water, or paddles his hands, the more stability and speed he'll have. So he's just gonna keep getting better and faster at this every time he does it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stretch the belly out a little bit more, get it up to the surface more. There we go. Push your pelvis up to the surface. Good. And dismount. That's okay, you used them a little bit. That time also you didn't have me touching you when it was time to dismount. I want to see how you're doing on that. Okay, so now we're gonna review hand lead kicking. So I'm gonna have him kicking on his side and his face will be in the water, and then he's gonna turn it to the side, blow out the air, breathe it back in, and then put his face back in the water. Now, since he's not wearing fins, I'm gonna have to be holding him for this. I'm gonna have to be pulling him to give him a little extra momentum. Because when you're on your side, you naturally end up a little bit deeper in the water because you have less surface area going horizontally, more surface area going vertically. So your body's a little bit lower in the water when you're on your side. So if I'm not pulling him to keep him up, he's gonna have a hard time to breathe here, okay? That's why we started it with fins. 2. Good. Put this arm back, stretch those fingertips forward. Good. Kick bigger. Now it's a freestyle kick and not a backstroke kick. A little bit bigger. Lay your head down. Good. And stand up. Good. Good. That hand lead kicking went a lot better than I thought it would. Yesterday when he was doing it with fins, it was average, but today without fins, he's now looking a little above average. 2, 1. Good. Hold this up a little bit. Yeah. When you're on your side, you'll feel tippy. Lay your head down and try to let your body just float back up. Yeah. Good. And stand up. Good. You're good. Keep the knees low. Good. Stay low. Good. Awesome. Okay, so his hand knee kicking is looking pretty good now too. So we're gonna get him rolling from belly to back, then we'll review the arms. Okay, so the next thing you're doing is the pineapple. So you're gonna be kicking, arms in front, pull one arm down, roll to your back, pull the other arm down. Remember this from yesterday?
Yeah, head in the water.
Head in the water, so it'll look like this. Okay. Start with a push and kicking. Then pull and roll. Pull. Yes, that's the best pineapple he's done yet. Awesome, stand up. Good, good. Turn back. Whatever's in your mouth or nose, you can clear it here. And then stand up. Okay. Keep using those arms. You're okay. Good. Good. As I help you less and less, that'll happen a little bit more and more. Okay? You're doing good. Keep dismounting the best you can. All right. Now, we're going to go back the same exact way. And I'm going to have him, when he gets to his back, I'm going to teach him how to roll back to his belly now. So when you're ready to roll back to your belly, when I tell you to, you're gonna take one arm, it doesn't matter which one. You're gonna take one arm, you're gonna go across your body and a little bit behind your body. So it'll look like this. The arm will rotate your body back into the water. It looks like this. Okay, now if you're doing it while you're moving, you should never stop moving. In fact, right as you turn to your belly, try to accelerate the kick. So it'll look like this. Okay? All right. Nope, stay on your belly first. We're rolling from belly to back, and then we're gonna roll from back to belly again. Clear it all out, breathe. Good. And then we'll take probably this arm. We'll go across your body and roll back in. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Roll back in. Now stand up. Now you can just stand right up. Good. All I needed you to do is roll back into the water. Nice. Yeah, so that's gonna be how you keep going. If you're swimming, if you wanna be able to do a whole lap, like a year from now, you wanna do a couple laps, then you're gonna be on your belly, roll to your back when you need air, and then roll back to your belly, okay? All right, so we're gonna do that a couple more times, rolling from belly to back and back to belly. You're good. Seal it.
No,
You wanna restart?
I opened my eyes, got scared.
You opened your eyes and got scared? Okay.
I have to keep.
Wait, hopefully when you open your eyes, you become less fearful because now you can see things. Some people might have that fear because when they open their eyes, they see the bottom and then the realization sinks in. But oftentimes, most people feel like when they close their eyes, they feel like it's a little bit more scary. So typically you'd want to open your eyes. If you've been swimming without goggles too, you're not gonna be very used to that unless you're someone who's been swimming without goggles and opening their eyes. Then you will be used to it. Ooh, wow, I didn't really help with that one. That was awesome. Breathe. Good, time to roll back. Go ahead and do it when you're ready. Good, now stand up. Good, yes. So now he's able to roll back into his belly too. It's easier to roll back to your belly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier to roll back to your belly because you're not looking for air this time. This time you're closing everything off and trying to keep swimming. That looks really good. All right, now this time, as he goes back and does it, I'm gonna make him go a little bit longer on his belly the second time. So once he gets back into the water, I'm gonna have him stay on his belly a little bit longer and then try to help him with a second roll. Okay. Good. Whenever you're ready, roll back to your belly. Okay, good. No, you're good. Just stand up. Yeah, that's okay. You're trying to pull. That's okay. In fact, when you get back to your belly, do a breaststroke pull. Do a breaststroke pull. Okay, let's review that right now. Do some breaststroke pulls towards me. Do some breaststroke pulls towards me. Just a couple. Face will be in the water. No, not breaststroke pulls on your back when you're on your belly. Do the breaststroke pulls when you're on your belly. So you're pulling forwards. Roll to your back. And then as soon as you roll back to your belly, do a breaststroke pull. And then stand up.
I want like this.
Yeah, we'll do a breaststroke pull.
I want like this when I got up.
Yeah, you were doing it on your back. I don't want you to do it on your back. I want you to do it on your belly. Oh, wow. Very smooth. Very smooth. Good job. There you go. Now stand up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, now you're getting back to your belly and learning how to swim a little bit and get back up. Yes, that looked really, really good. I'm really happy with that. We're gonna do that one more time. That was awesome. Yeah. Blow it out. I know some went up your nose. Blow it out if you have to. Yeah. Good. Bring your knees up. Stand up. Good.
I forgot to paddle.
Oh, you paddle? What are you talking about?
I forgot to move my feet.
Oh, when you're on your bad belly again? Yeah, no worries. You did a couple of breaststroke pulls and then you stood up.
Yeah.
So that's good. You recovered on your own. Yeah, now he's moving back, belly, back. He's able to be a little bit more confident now when he goes back home to try and do more on his own. Now, I obviously want him to always swim in a pool with a lifeguard or another competent swimmer or instructor, but this will give him a lot more confidence to try and keep progressing because now he's got breaststroke and backstroke and freestyle to rely on. Wow. 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 Stand up. Stand up. Good job. Stand up. Good job. Yeah, this was awesome. That was incredible. He was even okay being down there kind of deep near the bottom. He worked his way back up to the surface. That looked fantastic. Alrighty guys, we're taking a different angle here because as you can tell, it has started to rain here on day 4 of our last lessons, but we're gonna plow through anyway because he doesn't live near me. So we gotta get this in and it's not gonna clear up at all the rest of the day. So we're gonna take a different angle here and enjoy what you watch. If it's harder to hear me, that's okay. Watch, observe, and learn for yourselves. Here we go. Good. Breathe. Good. And stand. Nice. Alrighty, everyone. Now, real quick, I want to just mention that we're swimming in the rain with absolutely no lightning around. We had the cameraman check. He said there was no lightning for more than 200 miles. We're okay. We're safe. A little bit of rain isn't a bad thing. Now, you'll see a lot of pools close down if the rain starts pouring so hard that you can no longer see the bottom of the pool clearly. It looks distorted or too foggy. That's because the rain is hitting the surface of the water and creating ripples at such a rapid pace that you won't be able to see the bottom. That's dangerous. Then you'll have to start being careful about people ending up on the bottom of the pool without being seen. So this rain is light enough that we're safe. There's absolutely no lightning around. If you're gonna swim in the rain, be sure to check for lightning first. So now as you kick, if your feet start to sink, don't try to kick them faster necessarily, just try to bounce them back up. Lightly, bounce, like they're jellyfish. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And it's gonna look like this. Watch my feet underwater. Watch my feet up, no, you go underwater. You see them just bounce right back up? You try. Yeah, baby. Nice. You're gonna need a breath soon. I would breathe if I were you. Yeah, that kick was great. Oh, he's gonna try and go again. Nice. Yeah, I like to try to go for a third time. I know.
No, I forgot to.
Exhale too. Okay. Start over. Push off the wall. Reset. Now I grabbed the board to give him a little more momentum so it's easier for him to get his breath. But on this last one, I'm gonna bring him forward and then let him do it on his own. Yeah, nice. Ready?
No, let me try to push myself.
Yep. I always forget that. I get too excited. All right, you do it.
No, just take one because if I go there, you're gonna pick it up.
I will.
Before I drink.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Go ahead. Good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, each time you went under, I would pull just a little bit to bring you back up so that when you came up for your breath, you didn't get a mouthful of water. That was excellent. When he puts the fins on and does this, he's going to be able to do that all by himself the whole way. The whole way. Breathe early. Breathe early. Breathe before you need it. Breathe early. Right now, you're still holding your breath so long that when you come up, it's all or nothing. You kind of have to get your breath. We don't want that. We want you to come up and get it before you need it so that if it doesn't go well, you can regroup, right? There we go. There we go. Whoa, that was just an exhale. There we go. That was just an inhale. Come up, blow it out, and breathe it in. Nice. Your first breath was good. Your second breath, you just blew out. Third breath, you just breathed in. Try to blow out and breathe in. Okay. Blow out and in every time. There we go. Now stand up. There you go. Now you can stand up. We'll turn around and go the other way. Just want to make sure you got it. Okay, good job. Four breaths there, 4 successful breaths there, it looks like. Awesome. So now he's definitely more confident getting his own breath and anticipating the breath. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put the kickboard up. Good. Now we look backwards. Stand up. Get that water out of your nose. Yeah, sock up. No, you're a windmill.
One is like this.
Yep. Arm.
And it's what?
Switch, switch, switch. You switch hands each time.
They're not moving at the same time. They move at the same time.
They move at the same time because you're a windmill when you swim backstroke, so it looks like this. Switch, 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 switch. Yeah. Yeah, you just keep it moving. You got to be a little bit more fluid with your shoulders. It's like this.
Yeah.
Switch, 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 switch. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Good. Yes. Good. Oh, that one's backwards. Stand up. Get the water out of your nose. Nice. I stood you up as soon as one of your arms did a freestyle.
Yeah, my arms are not ready for that.
That's why I said we're not going to spend much time on this. We're just going to try. Okay?
Hi, my name is Nick. I came to Jonny to learn how to swim because before I was a stone. If I get in the water, I go straight at the bottom. So I came here and I got his full attention. That's very important. I trusted him to get me out of the water if I'm in trouble. I got his full attention and we started all the exercises one at a time. In the end, I feel light in the water. I'm not scared of going in, especially the head inside the water. I'm very comfortable with it. I think the coach stayed with me all the time, guiding me, directing me. I will advise anybody who doesn't know how to swim at all to come here and get comfortable in the water with the coach on the side. Thank you very much.